All right, welcome in, welcome in. Fantasy Savvy, technically episode one, but or just not fantasy beers, fantasy and
Fantasy and
beers.
beers. Yeah, yeah.
Technically episode one, but a little title change. Same thing as Dynasty and beers, but we're more redraft focused a little bit with what we're doing tonight. Although it's the exact same thing as the decisions we're making in Dynasty. I know I'm starting some of these flexers uh,
Yeah.
in my all across my portfolio, unfortunately, as we all are with bye weeks and injuries.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I mean we're pretty much going to be doing what was really fun last week with doing a draft again with this week's top streamers, and then the start sit stuff with the chat, answering any of your questions. I mean, if you got any fantasy questions in general, Dynasty, we'll answer those, of course, or just start yapping about it unprompted. So, yeah, I mean, look, let's before we jump in and let people join and all that stuff. Let's talk about last week real quick about how we think we did. I think when we're looking back, because I think it didn't help that I picked three Green Bay guys because you weren't taking them, and I had to suggest all the three Green Bay guys, which Golden had a solid game, but Dobbs had a good target share, but didn't have a good game, and then Wicks got hurt, so none of those guys were good. So you ended up actually killing it because then I couldn't pick Michael Mayer and all those guys, which were awesome starts. So you had a lot of success, I think, in the draft last week. And
Yeah, I mean, definitely Kendrick Bourne, whom I chose at the 101, worked out great. We weren't sure if lightning could strike twice, but sure enough, he hit the nail right on the head. 142 yards again. So go figure.
No, I'm glad we had him as the 101. Yeah, so that was a big hit.
And we hit on Michael Mayer. We had ranked high. Oh, Jake Tongues. We ranked high. Yeah, I mean, we were kind of aggressive with those tight ends. I mean, funny enough, in my home redraft league, season's not going great, so I'm probably more desperate for flex players than I wish I was. And also, it's a start 9 plus kicker and defense, so it's an unusually deep redraft league. But in any case, the rest of my league just seems to be fading these tight ends and not caring about them on waivers.
Yeah.
And I find myself flexing one or two tight ends each week. And I've actually been doing okay on it. I mean, I started Mayer last week. I got him in my starting lineup again this week.
Yeah.
I think I even have a Rondé Gadsden in there right now. There's no tight end premium, but it is a full PPR. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous about Gadsden with QJ coming back. So, I mean, we'll get into that. But I do feel tight end seems like it's been pretty deep this year. And I do think that they are viable flex plays this year, at least in full PPR leagues, kind of in a way that I don't remember being the case in previous seasons.
Yeah, I'm actually having trouble because there's one I have Tyler Warren and Harold Fan in with my buddy at a big co-managed league. And I'm like, dude, we need to go pick up Loveland. We need to go pick up Gadsden. We need to go pick off, Michael Mayer. We wanted to play him last week, but we can't have all the room for all these tight ends, and we have other issues. So yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of good tight ends. People are kind of leaving good ones, especially even just the Michael Mayers of the world. I ended up starting him in one of my other leagues. I had to choose between him and Tongs. I went Michael Mayer, which ended up being really nice, and I think it was the difference between winning my week and not. So that was awesome. Also, hey, July in the chat, welcome.
Welcome.
First question of the night. So we just fired up. We already know these Keenan Allens are coming. And hey, Romeo Dobbs, one of my, what was he, my 102 or 104 in our draft last week. Who do they play? Who does the Packers play? I'm completely blanking on who they play. I know that Keenan Allen plays the awesome Colts secondary that is all banged
The Packers
up.
play the Cardinals this week.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, should be a pretty good matchup for the passing game. I think the only concern would be, can the Cardinals offense keep up and make the game competitive enough where the Packers have to keep throwing the ball. But still, definitely a matchup you're not scared of.
That's an interesting one. Keenan has been fading, and by every metric out there, but it is a really, really good matchup against Indianapolis. They're all banged up and terrible in the secondary right now. Who was just coming off of? It was the Cardinals. But I was hearing that people think that might be why Jacoby Brissett had such a solid outing, is because he was playing against a terrible Colts defense, which would add up. So, anyways, great matchup by every metric right now. But yeah, Dobbs like is a tough one to bench. Just in the sense that he just randomly scores 2 touchdowns. We all know that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm saying like I think just like median outcome, I'm still playing Keenan Allen, just in a really good matchup, hoping he, gets you that floor and a touchdown. Whereas Romeo Dobbs, I feel like the ceiling might be a little bit higher, but the floor certainly feels lower with Dobbs. So I guess just like if I just am looking for the most points this week, in a median outcome, I'm picking Keenan Allen personally. What do you think?
Yeah. God, that's a really tough one, and I assume that's why July is asking it. So great question. Gosh, I mean, I'm trying to think what I do in a real league.
I can answer this, by the way, too, because I have Golden, who I feel is like identical to Romeo Dobbs. I don't know if you disagree with that or not. Don't they feel Golden and Dobbs feel very similar right now, at least?
Yeah, more or less.
And I'm
I think I might go. I might go Keenan Allen for this reason. I feel like I'm more confident that it's going to be a competitive game, that it could be like a shootout, whereas I'm a little nervous about the Packers kind of running away with it. So I think for that reason, I'm going to use that as the tiebreaker. Plus, I feel like Keenan Allen's just like due for a good week. It'll be one of those things where you finally bench him after being disappointed, and he'll go off. And not that I'm expecting a huge ceiling, but I could see a nice game. I could see him get in the end zone. So yeah, I'll say Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I'll roll with Keenan Allen. That's a really tough one, but I'm just like, again, median outcome. I'm making that play. I'm in a matchup where I'm projected to win. I don't want to risk getting a 3-point game from Dobbs. I feel like Keenan Allen can get me 10 or whatever. And okay, if I miss out on a few points.
And I think the ceiling is still like decent for Keenan Allen. I mean, you never know. He could have a random game with 2 touchdowns as well.
Yeah.
He could have a random game with 80, 90 receiving yards. I mean, stranger things have happened.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a tough one because, yeah, I mean, Dobbs, I mean, you could be sitting like a really good player for Dobbs, and then, yeah, Dobbs has a good game. But, again, I think the floor is just much more attractive with Keenan Allen, and, yeah, great matchup.
And also, like, when in doubt, like, this is something I do that I focus more on, like, once we get to the fantasy playoffs, and I'm really trying to make those critical start-sit decisions. I look at like points per game on the season. Yeah. And maybe if like a player got like injured during a game, I'll like throw that game out and like recalculate it myself. And then that'll give me the answer to the question of who have been my best players this year, just from a pure points per game, like when they're healthy and didn't leave the game with injury perspective. And just going with objectively like the best players on the season from that perspective, I think will usually lead you to the right decision.
Yeah, and Keenan Allen's just been the better player. So
yeah, exactly. So that's why I would lean that way too.
Yeah. So he says appreciate you guys. So yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
I hope that works out. I mean, hey, Romeo Dobbs was one of my top streamers last week, and yeah, I mean he's kind of a guy honestly that it doesn't really matter the matchup. I mean, in fact, almost.
Yeah, but I mean, Colts Chargers just feels like a game that I want some pieces of. Yeah, I mean, also in terms of like other streamers from that, we mentioned Arondé Gatson. Alec Pierce is another one. Blake, yes. We forgot to mention his name before the stream when we were listing out names that we're going to draft. Yeah, I can't remember if we had mentioned it yet or not since we went live. But yeah, we are going to do another draft just like we did last Saturday night of the best flex streamers for this week. So yeah, we'll probably get into that pretty soon here.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually kind of amazing with all those options. We definitely hit on the 101 last week, though. I think that's like it doesn't even matter what happened beyond that. We did have a lot of
right, exactly.
But actually getting the most important one, right?
Yes.
And he was a really good game. So, hey, props to us on that one at least.
Yeah. So, hey, we'll try to live up to last week. Again, it's so funny because we always say start-sit decisions are the toughest part of fantasy football in general. And yeah, we definitely make plenty of wrong decisions, like with our own lineups and everything like that. But somehow, like I feel like we've been like pretty much like nailing it for the most part during these live streams. So I'm hoping we can keep it up here.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing our best. It's impossible to bat, 1,000.
Yeah, right.
I think we messed up a few. We had a ton of questions last. We were gonna mess up a few. I'm trying to remember.
Vidal was the big one.
Vidal was the big one. Yes.
Yeah, and I completely slept on him, and I'm so mad about it because I was like the biggest Vidal truther. We was coming out as a rookie. Like I was willing to be like one of the fish that was drafted him way too early in the rookie draft. Like you kept like getting pushed up, and I was willing to reach on him in like the early to mid third if I felt like I needed to take him there. And I mean, that looked like a bad take, but hey, we weren't wrong. We were just early. So
Exactly, yeah, as we always say. But you know what I was overlooking there though was just how bad Miami's defense
oh
has been.
yes, we definitely
The
overlooked that.
because yeah, I think at the time I didn't realize that there was a 100-yard specific rusher. I think that brought that up last stream. There's been a literal running, like not even the team, a running back on in every matchup that's ran for 100+ yards
Yeah.
against, and then the week before 200 and something by Dowdle. So yeah, they're a pretty good matchup. The one thing at least I think we could say about just avoiding that, especially when we thought Michael Carter was a starter, which we then tried to I tried to help anyone that I had contact with, and we might have said to start Michael Carter. I was messaging you guys that I have you on Sleeper saying, hey, you're gonna need to reconsider starting Michael Carter because he's now not the starter apparently, though. Yeah, it was a split backfield, basically like 50-50. So he ended up basically, if he had got the goal line carry instead of my Bam Knight, the targets were there and stuff like that. So
Right.
they feel like kind of just a 50-50 guy. I actually, in fact, I literally still lean Michael Carter for this week. We'll get into that if we draft them, simply because of the receiving role.
Yeah, I think I would have to agree. Yeah, if I was more confident in the Cardinals' offense and thought they would have some more plenty of goal line opportunities, then yeah, maybe I'd lean Bam Knight. But yeah, I think I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that there's actually like a goal line back. I think they're just kind of rotating like responsibility. It just so happened to be Bam, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I believe he just happened to be the back when they got to the goal line, so he punched.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is like he's not necessarily the bona fide goal line back every time they get in close.
Yeah, I mean they like basically. I would think like Charbonnet and K9. Like it's almost like splitting, but one way or another, it seems as if Michael Carter has a receiving profile or role, whereas Bam Knight just it doesn't appear to be there. So just for that reason, and unless proven otherwise, if I could know that Bam Knight has a goal line thing, okay, that kind of evens things out. But yeah, they're not even that good of an offense, anyways, to really care about a goal line role. So.
Yeah, although I mean Brissett at least had a good game in terms of like counting numbers. I mean, I don't know exactly. I haven't looked like deep into his like efficiency and that kind of thing. But he put up a lot of yardage, one way or another. And he didn't even have Marv for I believe like most of the game. Now he gets Marv back. It is a tough matchup, but I don't know. Like I have a funny feeling like it could be one of these situations where I mean think about human nature. Like what are the Packers going to think when they see like the Cardinals on the schedule with like Jacoby Brissett? Like, oh man, like this is going to be an easy week. Like we don't need to prepare that hard for this one. We can just kind of roll out there and destroy these guys. And that's why you see these like crazy upsets in the NFL like every week. Where it's like, oh my God, like how did this team beat that team? So I wouldn't be surprised if like the Cardinals made this more competitive than most people are thinking here.
Sure, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it was kind of the Colts defense being trash, or the secondary at least, or if it's maybe just Jacoby Brissett's solid. But we got Jacob Ander in here. Welcome. First time viewer, I believe.
Hey, let's go.
Or chatter, and he says, "Oh, here's a popular one that we haven't mentioned yet. Chris Moore."
Oh, that's going deep, yeah.
That's a blast from the past. I think of 2022 fantasy playoffs when I hear that name. He was kind of him and Noah Brown were the hot guys around that time. And
I mean, I'll be honest, like I barely know who Chris Moore is. I mean, I was looking into him this week because he is one of these guys you're considering if you're kind of desperate and scrambling this week for someone to throw in your flex or whatever. He had a good game last week, but it's such like a boring like common common first name, common last name. Like I barely even like know who he is, honestly.
He was Noah Brown the year before Noah Brown went to the Texans.
Okay.
So I'm just whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, Chris Moore had a stretch in 2022 where he was like a flexible player.
I don't even remember that.
It might have been like literally 2 or 3 weeks. Like it was,
gotcha.
It was small.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp, who I don't have too much confidence in, but he's I think he had like 2 catches and a touchdown last week, and then you got Booty, who was coming off a good wow. So we're going deep here. But that's what we're here for. That's full PPR, so that certainly matters.
Yeah, I mean, I don't own any Kupp, so I had to like pull up his stats here just to see like how he's been. I mean, like in full PPR, he does have like 3 double-digit point weeks. 16, 12, 12, and then the rest are like 3, 5, 7. So yeah, he hasn't been great. Only has 1 touchdown on the year. Gosh, I don't know.
Guys have been good. Like this is a brutal like guys.
It is a brutal matchup. Yeah, I definitely don't love Cup. And then Butte is playing. Who are the Patriots playing this week? Oh, Titans. So that's a pretty good matchup. So I mean, that feels like point chasing, like trying to expect like two good games from Butte in a row, but might be your best option. And then, I mean, Chris Moore. I mean, that is the ultimate. Like, I mean,
even in our
I've got
Dynasty,
to
like we're not even playing him in our like start 11, like down bad Dynasty flexes.
Yeah, I mean, you really have just got to be in like the deepest league and just be like so decimated, and there just be like nothing on waivers to have to resort to Chris Moore. So I'll say Butte. Just hope that he defies the odds and puts 2 games in a row. Not impossible. It's a good matchup. Maybe last week, he and Drake May found something. I'm going to gamble on Butte.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, Jacob. This is like, I mean, I know Cooper Kupp. His name is Cooper Kupp. We know he's a kid. Well, honestly, I think the most like talented player right now is Kayshon Boutte, or Booty, or whatever you pronounce his name, and he's playing with Drake May, and he at least has like 2 awesome games. Like I am gonna just chase the points and pray, because I don't think any of these guys have like any kind of floor anyways. And so okay, well, I mean, yeah, again, Cooper Kupp even scoring a touchdown or having he had like 1 game with a few catches. I mean, Booty clearly has the highest ceiling. Really, all that matters is whoever hits the ceiling outcome, if it hits, and he's the only one that matters probably in this. So I think that's good enough of a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Again, if Cooper Kupp outscores him 10 to 6, like do we care? Probably not. I hope that doesn't decide the matchup. I just think it's much more likely Booty hits on a big play.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen Booty have multiple 100-yard games in his career. I'm not that he had like a ton or anything, but we've seen a few of them. So I feel like if one of these guys is going to randomly go off for 100 yards, I think Boutte is the most likely to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you actually extrapolate the end of last season for what that's worth, he was, like, red hot as well. So, I mean, technically he's been the best player over the past good amount of sample. And yeah, he's saying Moore should be the wide receiver 1. I mean, that's the tough part. It's like, you got Luke McCaffrey getting 1 catch for 50 yards touchdown every week, it seems like. I don't know what's going on with him. He can only catch 1 or 2 balls, and he seems to be good with it. Then you got Noah Brown, who's always banged up. So it's like, I don't know. Does it matter who... I would almost say, like, I'm not even sure what Noah Brown's been doing. I know Chris Moore caught a touchdown last week. I think he's still only at 2 catches. Like, I'm trying to avoid those Commanders guys, because it could be Chris Moore that catches the touchdown again. It could be a guy that we don't even know is on that roster. I mean, he was one of them. I found out like 2 weeks ago he was on the roster. But yeah, he's a deep name for sure. I'm surprised he's still around. I would go Booty personally. I think that's the most fun one in my opinion as well. Honestly,
I think that's like a pretty easy decision. And yeah, if he gives you nothing, then I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, you roll the dice. I mean, like, you didn't have any better options. You just have to like swing for the fences there. There's really no floor with any of these guys here. I mean, I guess Cup is the most likely to give you like 5 points, but like, who cares? Like, if Cup scores you 5 points, he's not doing anything to help you win anyway.
Yeah, no, exactly. Hey, Jacob, I mean, literally, honestly, especially, maybe it's one of those ones where maybe you just need like 8 points or something, and maybe these guys don't play at noon. I'm sure they do, or a couple of them do. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you put Cup in because a floor like that would matter. I highly doubt it in a double flex. I think you chase ceiling and try to get one big play from Booty. He's certainly capable of that and more. But yeah, he's looking. That's an interesting one too. Looking at projected point total. The Commanders play Dallas, at least I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah. So I mean, good matchup.
So it's a good matchup. So hey, like, I will say, look, if you got a gut feeling, you got a hunch on Chris Moore against Dallas, Trayvon Diggs is for what I don't even think he's any good anymore off the ACL and stuff. But he's not even active. He concussed himself in his home or something. He's
Oh God.
I don't know. Maybe that's like an upgrade to the Dallas defense. Like, it might be. I don't know, but probably not though. So yeah, I mean, if you got a feeling about Chris Moore, hey, throw him in there. I would much rather be wrong on Booty though, personally. So
yeah, I mean, you can say that. Oh well, hey, Chris Moore might be the Commanders' wide receiver 1 right now. Like, is that a good thing? You know what I mean? Like, you really want Chris Moore as the team's best receiver. I mean, like, what does that say about how the offense is going to do that game? And 2, Yeah, I mean, is he going to get like the best coverage, like the best cornerback on him? Like, I mean, it's probably not a good thing if he's the number one receiver. I mean, like, you definitely don't want Chris Moore to be any better than like the number two or three, like at best. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't even think it's necessarily good that if he's the number one receiver.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, my philosophy is just play the best player in this situation
Yeah.
when they're all like bad. So I hope that helps. But I look Chris Moore, like, I mean, I was looking at some Dynasty waiver wires and I was like, do I do it? And ultimately it's just like, okay, he's just not good. Like he's really old. He's not good. He's never been anything. So I've just refrained from picking him up, even if he puts up a random touchdown like he did last week. It's just not enough to rely on 2 catches. So,
I mean, he feels like the guy that, like, if you try to chase last week's points, you're going to get like one catch for 8 yards. You know what I mean? It's just what was I thinking starting this guy?
I think in 2022, one of my starts, that's what he did. He put me up. I think he put up 0.6 points for me in like in like fantasy playoffs or something like that. Because like he was like.
I mean, he's one of those guys that like the fantasy gods will punish you if you're stupid enough to like chase his like random 50 yards in a touchdown week and think he's going to do that again. They're going to be like, nope.
This is going to be one of my favorite storylines is watching Chris Moore now just like put up 2 touchdowns, 100 yards.
Turn into Kendrick Bourne, 2.0 now. Go for 142 yards.
That'll be a fun one to keep an eye on. Yeah. But I hope we've helped and potentially talk you out of a Chris Moore one. I don't know. But
we're going to end up on fantasy receipts now,
right.
talking on Chris Moore, and he's going to go off for right. $1.50.
As everyone knew. Anyways, hope that helped there, Jacob. An in-depth analysis of why to play Booty.
This is why you come to Dynasty Savvy. You get the in-depth analysis of Chris Moore. So need I say more? Drop a like if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed. All the Chris Moore analysis you want, we got it right here. We got you covered.
Dylan, welcome.
Welcome.
Says, what's up? Redraft, full PPR. He needs wide receiver help. So another wide receiver question. He's 2 and 4. Okay, we have a trade offer here. Got an offer. Move Swift or JCM. In return, he gets Quentin Johnson or Marvin Harrison Jr.
Interesting.
Wow, okay. Which do I move? Which wide receiver do I get? Okay.
He says it's a full PPR, and then it looks like
if you need a receiver. Sorry. See, he also says also full PPR. Rank your top 3. Okay, so we'll answer that next.
We'll do one question at a time here.
Yeah. Okay.
But first, what do you think of that trade? Are you interested? And what version of that trade do you want, Blake?
I love that if you need help. Honestly, I was just looking at Swift because I haven't heard a peep about him. He's been okay, and then he broke a big play last week, which had him a monster game. But he's been at least solid. But honestly, at JCM, I mean, he's getting the role. Wasn't a good game last week. I don't know if he got credited. I think he fumbled, and Jane Daniels also fumbled on a handoff to him. So I don't think he only got one maybe at the stat sheet, but the volume.
I'll take JCM over Swift.
That's what I'm at.
Maybe Swift has a higher floor. I mean, Swift is always kind of underrated from a fantasy perspective, at least. I mean, I believe he's finished like as a running back 2, meaning like top 24, and at least in points per game, pretty much like every season of his career. Like I'm pretty sure. Feel free, anyone out there, to double check that for me. But not total points, but points per game. I'm pretty sure he's been top 24 every single year, and yet everyone always craps on him. So I do think Swift is underrated, but I just think the floor with JCM is higher. So if I need to get off of one of these guys, I'll sell high on Swift after the big game. He broke off a big play. The question is, do I want QJ or Marvin Harrison for one of these guys? I am curious, Dylan, what your record is. Oh, you said 2 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want Marv then, even though I do think Marv could have a good game this week in spite of the matchup, because he does have a bye next week. And let's see, has QJ had his bye yet?
No.
I don't think so, but he doesn't have it. I don't think he has it the next couple, these next 2 weeks here. We can double check when that is, but I mean, I think you got to take QJ over Marv in redraft. Do I want to move Swift for Quentin Johnson? I mean, if you're good at running back, if you have at least 2, not.
That's just like, you got to do that. That's fair. Like, what I'm getting at, like, do you agree? Like, you're 2 and 4.
Well, here's the question, Blake. This would be the tricky thing. What if he went like, what if he really only has like, let's say right now he has like 3 good running backs. Let's say he has Swift, JCM, and, one other like good running back,
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs or something like that. So if he moves Swift, let's say now he's left with like, just making this up, Josh Jacobs, JCM. What if his third running back is like Tyrone Tracy? Like he's
That
got
doesn't
like,
matter.
no, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
He's 2-4. He needs receiver help. So that means he's probably
Okay.
starting Chris Moore or Kayshon Boutte or something like that. Get QJ. Get
Yeah,
QJ for
I agree.
100%.
Yeah, as long as you have two other good running backs, obviously you have JCM. So as long as you have like one other good running back that you can start right now and you need receiver help, yeah, I'm good trading Swift for QJ.
Yeah, QJ was just top 5 receiver prior to like having a 5-point game and then getting hurt. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it's just go down with the ship, chasing the QJ train there. Swift just had a great week, which is probably why you can even trade him for QJ. I mean, I'm surprised you can even get that done.
Like normally you couldn't even do that, so take advantage of this.
Yeah, go out swinging, make a move. I like that. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean JCM, I think his floor and ceiling's higher than Swift, by the way. So,
yeah. So definitely make that trade. We're saying move Swift for QJ, and then he says also, and I assume this is the same league, but full PPR. He says rank your top 3: Fields versus the Panthers, Brissett versus the Packers, Wentz versus the Eagles, Bryce Young versus the Jets, Darnold versus the Texans, Mac Jones versus the Falcons. He's been a good streamer, and Rattler against the Saints. Yeah, I mean I'm going to eliminate. Or wait, it says Rattler at New Orleans. So wait, who did the Saints play then?
Saints. Oh, yeah. Who did they play here? Hold on.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're not starting Rattler. I don't care if it's the best matchup at all time. So yeah, we'll eliminate Rattler. Is there anyone else here we can? I mean, Brissett. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked if he had a decent game and surprise people again. But I can't start him amongst that group. What do you think about Fields this week? I think that's like the first guy we should talk about here because he has no Garrett Wilson. He's coming off the worst game of the season. But prior to that, he was basically like the QB1 in points per game, at least in games that he started and finished. So, I mean, like Blake, are you starting your Fields shares this week?
Yeah. I mean, like I have been like a redraft league where I have Jaden Daniels, so I'm just gonna play Jaden Daniels over him. But like as I have been, but I'm just gonna play Justin Fields personally. Like. It does suck. I mean, it is sketchy that he doesn't have Garrett Wilson. But, like, honestly, is that how he's scoring his fantasy points? No. Right. Honestly, again, it might help him get into garbage time. That's where he scores all his fantasy points.
Mm-hmm.
If he can get into garbage time, again, he could just run for all his points. So I'm just playing Justin Fields. I'm not watching him play. I'm checking in after.
Yeah. Dylan wants a top 3 here. Okay, so you're ranking Fields 1. Who's your second quarterback there?
Okay, I'll go Fields. I had to make this decision, and by the way, I'm going to assume this is 4-point.
Okay, yeah, let us know if it's 6-point for passing touchdowns, but we're assuming 4-point here.
Yeah, Darnold's been so good, but man, that Houston defense is really, really good. Like that is very tough. I think I'm going Mac Jones as my second quarterback. Atlanta's been a very difficult matchup as well, by the way. They've been a top 3. Like toughest defense, it's still the Niners offense. Mac Jones has been good, and okay, they get Kittle back. That's just enough for me to play him over these other guys. Yeah, third, honestly, I think I'll go. I wish I knew more about that Philly defense. I think Jalen Carter's coming back. I think I'll say Bryce Young against the Jets. I don't feel very confident about that one though. I think the Vikings offense could push him Wentz over. I'll just go off matchup though. I think Young will be my third. What about you?
Yeah, I think that's probably like the most sensible, logical ranking in terms of like how good they've been this season. The emphasis being on that, and then a smaller emphasis on the matchup, but like still factoring that in. So that's probably like the wisest ranking there. So I really couldn't disagree with it too much. I mean, personally. If it were me, and this was a real league, what am I actually doing? Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I should be, but I am a little nervous about Fields.
You should be, but I'm still rocking him regardless. Like,
I mean, if it is 4 points for passing touchdowns, I think you just have to start Fields. So I'll go Fields number 1. I agree with you on that. Second, I think I'm going to lean Bryce Young. I do feel like he's been producing a little better lately. And also, he gets 2 nice little boosts this week. He gets back both Jatavian Sanders and Jalen Coker. So, I mean, those are a couple potentially nice weapons.
Yep.
That could have nice seasons, could surprise some people this season. So, I mean, you had like two, potentially nice complementary weapons like that to Tet McMillan, who was pretty much like the only guy that defenses had to worry about before. I mean, not including like Rico Dowdle, who's been like incredible lately. So, I feel like the Jets defense has been pretty putrid. So I'm gonna slightly go Bryce Young too, and I'll say Mac Jones. God, I hate to not have Darnold on there. I mean, Darnold's been so good.
Super tough matchup though.
I'm gonna say Darnold 3, just because like he's just been so good. He's at home. The matchup doesn't always matter, so I'll say Darnold 3. But yeah, I mean it's probably close between those 3 and Mac Jones.
You know why I hate Houston one is because their offense is so stinking bad that it actually like kills the other offense playing because it turns into this. Like,
I mean, Houston. I mean, before the bye week, I mean, they went nuts against the Ravens. I know it was a bad defense, good matchup, but
I'm honestly not even counting that. Like that, we have so much proof of the Texans' offense just like stinking in recent memory that like everyone is lighting up Ravens. But I hear you. Also, Nahal, hey, what's up? We got a couple of more questions. But hey, yeah, Nahal, I feel like we answered a question for you last trade. Did you get that trade done? I'm trying to remember what it was. It was a trade or a start. Let us know what an update on that one. But Alex. Oh, by the way, we got a kicker question coming up too, but we'll answer Alex's first.
Oh, hey, let's go. That's awesome.
I think that's like our first one of the season, but
yeah, because I think we had like our first like defensive question last week, which was fun. So yeah, we got our we're christening our first kicker question here, but first we have Alex with a question here.
So start Travis Kelce or Mason Taylor. Honestly, without even overthinking this, I know Kelsey's been amazing. I'm going Mason Taylor. I don't know about you.
Yeah, got to go Mason Taylor. I mean, we've seen a huge ceiling from him. What was it, like 2 games ago? He like went nuts with like the targets and catches. So if this is a full PPR, yeah, I'm riding Mason Taylor. I mean, he should be easily the de facto #1 target in this offense.
Rasheed Rice is coming back, and Kelce in a very small sample, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I'm pretty
last year with Rasheed
pretty
Rice.
Easily going Mason Taylor there.
Yeah, exactly. If Rasheed Rice wasn't back, I honestly think I would just tell you Travis Kelce and just ride the hot hand. But Rasheed Rice like eliminated Travis Kelce. I need proof that he won't do that before.
Yeah, between that and no Garrett Wilson, I think it's a pretty easy nod to Mason Taylor there.
Yeah, and then the Smitty says Mac Hair, Eddie Pinero. Honestly, am I even I don't even play with kickers. So do you play with kickers?
Oh, you don't have kickers in your redraft league?
I don't have kickers in any league right now.
Okay, well, I guess then I'm the guy who's going to field this question here. So I'm pulling up my ESPN Fantasy app, and we'll see how these guys have been here.
Washington versus Dallas, though. I'm seeing that, and Matt Gay's been top 9 so far. He's been 9th. Oh wow, he's had a really like decent season so far, actually.
So wait, Pinheiro. Okay, yeah, he's
been. Or no, Niners.
The Niners kicker. Yeah, it's hard to like keep track of like where these kickers are playing, but so Pinheiro
is number 2.
Pinheiro?
Yeah, Pinheiro is number 2. Okay. Actually,
on the season?
On the season, and he gets a tough matchup and like in Atlanta, which could lead to a lot of field goals. Yeah, he's
holy cow! Oh my lord! I'm just pulling up his game log. I had no clue Pinheiro was this good.
Nah,
I might need to like add him right now.
He's lighting it up like.
Oh my lord! Okay, yeah,
that's enough to make me tell you go to Pinheiro.
Oh shoot! I clicked on the wrong league. This is my brother's league that I'm like helping him with. Shoot, he's probably not available in my home league. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy how good he's been though. Sounds like you got to ride him. Who's the other choice?
Is Matt Gay, who's been good, and he plays against Dallas, but maybe that means there's going to be a lot of touchdowns against Dallas. Where Atlanta, I don't know, like that could hold. Maybe they can move the ball, but they kick a lot of field goals. I just rolled a pot hand in Pinheiro. I mean, that's all I need to know. Is who's the number 2 kicker on the season? It's like I don't know, when you have a guy that's been money like that.
Yeah, just go with Pinheiro. I think that's pretty easy.
Yeah. Also, hey, Nahal was saying a trade that he did, which I was just reading, and I really like it. So this is one that we said like 2 weeks ago. This is one that we backed for him to do. Garrett Wilson and Worthy for Rasheed Rice and A.J. Brown. And I really like that. I think what we told him at the time was, hey, we'll take Rice over... Oh, actually... Because, yeah, this is the league where I think he had Worthy. I hope you got the Rice and A.J. Brown side, but let us confirm that. I don't think we would have told you to trade away Rashee Rice right before coming back. Because I was hounding you to trade Worthy Nahal. So let's confirm that first. If you did get the Rashee Rice and A.J. Brown, I love that personally. And obviously Garrett Wilson is now hurt. And Rashee Rice is back now. So I would like that. Soccer Mariano.
Mariano, yeah. Welcome.
Okay, he's got our first Josh Jacobs contingency plan a question here.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't play, start Woody Marks, Bam Knight, or pick up Emmanuel Wilson. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not a bad idea if you have the roster room to just pick up Emmanuel Wilson anyways, assuming you have a player on the bottom of your roster that you can drop pretty easily. I mean, I don't know if I probably wouldn't drop like a good player for Emmanuel Wilson unless like Josh Jacobs was going to be like out for a while or something.
But he could just roll him on IR and then maybe pick him up that way. So he might not have.
Oh, right. Yeah. If you have an IR slot and you can move like Josh Jacobs in there if he's ruled out, and then, yeah, you could just pick up Emmanuel Wilson at that time. But if there's no one you really want to drop or you don't have like a free IR slot, I'd be fine just rolling with Woody Marks. I would go with him over Bam Knight. So, but yeah, if I did have the IR slot or I did have the room to add Emmanuel Wilson, yeah, what do you think between Marks and Emmanuel Wilson minus Josh Jacobs, Blake?
I wish I knew more about like Emmanuel Wilson. I don't know if we've ever seen Emmanuel Wilson get a start. Maybe once. He's been good when like out there. Like that's
right.
That might be enough to make me play him over Woody Marks. I just don't know. I would say if you know something specific about Emmanuel Wilson, I just cannot confidently say like there's any evidence of him being like a good starter. It doesn't mean he can't be though. So I am very intrigued to play him over if he's actually going to get the workload. I know there's Chris Brooks there too. I can't.
You know what? I'll take a stance here. I'm going to start Emmanuel Wilson over Woody Marks. I definitely don't like hate Woody Marks, even though it's not like an amazing matchup against like a pretty good Seahawks defense. But the Texans could use Woody Marks, after the bye. So I think he's a fine start. So if you don't want to drop anyone, I do think Woody Marks is perfectly fine guy to throw in there, kind of last minute if Jacobs is ruled out. But if I have the option, I'm going to go with Emmanuel Wilson. Like I like him as a player. He's looked good when he's had opportunities. I do feel fairly confident at this point that he would be the main workhorse.
He would be, but I don't. Yeah, we don't think we've ever seen it. I did see something confirming saying he would be the lead back.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you just have to roll the dice a little bit. I mean, that's one of the reasons we missed on Vidal last week, because even though I really liked Vidal as a player, have since he came out, I was just I didn't know exactly what the split would look like, and I probably was leaning toward Haskins just because they said he's going to start. Especially the report came out Sunday morning, so I'm like, okay, well, I guess if you're one of those guys is Haskins.
Yeah, Emmanuel Wilson's literally it says he's going to be the lead back already. That's what I'm saying. So that's
so that's the way I'm going. What do you think,
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. I don't want to just say Woody Marks. The one hesitation is I don't think we've ever seen Emmanuel Wilson game, but he's gonna be getting goal line opportunities. Probably it's a good offense. He'll probably just get more.
It should be a good. Wait, what's the term? Not the game script, but the what do you call that? Positive. I'm totally
positive game script.
Like when you're leading and then you're running the ball.
Positive game script.
Okay.
Yeah.
That didn't sound right, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the Packers should be up. They should be running the ball. So yeah, I like Emmanuel Wilson there.
He's looking. He'll probably get more work. So I'm fine doing that. Again, if you don't want to drop anyone, if you have to do that, Woody Marks is fine too. But Emmanuel Wilson could be on those random I guess kind of a Vidal guy. I think that's a decent call.
Yeah.
And then let's see here. Oh, Michael Hart. Hey, welcome.
Welcome.
But, good to see you. Hey, we shouted you out, Michael, on the Nahal last stream on the 100 stream celebration. Thing. So check that out if you have not. Good to see you in here, fella. Hey, let us know if you got any starts. Maybe we got to ask Michael one of our decisions here in Nahal. What? We need to get their advice here for once.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they can give us some feedback when we draft our favorite flex streamers this week.
Yeah, and then we got so Nahal's saying, we said to do it. I wanted to see what side of that trade he got. I'm pretty sure he got the Rashee Rice one. I hope. And then Nahal says he was considering moving Travion and Michael Carter for JCM. That's right. I remember him asking about that a couple of weeks ago, and he declined. Okay. And he's now saying, okay, interesting. New question, thoughts on Rico rest of season, which is a really good topic.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if there's any other like quick thing to answer before we get in that, because we might be on that for a minute. So we'll answer that in a second here in the hall. Perfect. He did confirm. He got the Rashee Rice side on that, so I love that. And Garrett Wilson just so happened to get hurt. So you're looking really good on that one, Nahal. Smitty says he dropped up Waller and picked up Fannin over him rest of season. Did he make the right pickup, which is interesting? Yes. Yes, you did, because Fannin's awesome. The one thing is, too, Waller's been pretty awesome, too, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we love Waller. I mean, that's nothing against Waller. I mean, heck, I'd be thrilled to have either of those guys as my tight end. But, yeah, especially with the David Njoku injury and just the general upside of Fannin. Yeah. He's coming off a big game. Now you have no Njoku. I mean, there was supposed to be bad weather in, the game in Cleveland, I believe. Oh, okay. But that aside, so, I mean, there might be a little more running than usual. But, I mean, Fannin should lead the team in targets and catches. I mean, he must have some kind of decent connection with Gabriel because, he's, they connected last week. But, yeah, I mean, when they do pass, like, Gabriel will probably be looking for that security blanket, in the rain and the wind and whatever they're dealing with there. And in terms of the matchup against the Dolphins, I mean, you just couldn't pick like a better matchup against a putrid defense. So, and they've been awful against tight ends. So, yeah, I despite the weather, I like Fannin this week, and I like him rest of the season over Waller. Also, he's probably just a lot less likely to get injured compared to Waller.
No, yeah, I mean, he is like just much more likely to be like awesome over the course that next part of the season. But yeah, especially for this week, yeah, heck yeah, play Fannin. Could get a touchdown, but a ton of volume coming. He was awesome, especially the second that Njoku fell down. I mean, it was just like, catch here, left and right. So, love that, Smitty. And then, let's see here. Okay, well, we're going to answer that Rico thing in a second. Let's just answer Michael Hart here real quick. He says, full PPR league. He has McBride locked in at tight end. But he also has Fannin. That's so funny, Michael, because I have that exact same situation in a keeper league, and I have to keep on Fannin, of course, because keeper, where I can get a really good value on him, and you're considering putting Fannin at flex because of no Njoku. Well, that's what I'm doing, Michael. So I can confidently say that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm putting him in the flex over Matthew Golden, guys like that. I mean, I have I don't know. I have definitely someone better than Matthew Golden to play him over, but guys like Woody Marks and all these other start-sit guys, yeah, I'm playing Fannin at full PPR. Very confident.
But you're playing in the flex. You're still starting McBride as your tight end.
I'm still starting McBride. Yeah, I'm very excited about Fannin in the flex. So I could confidently say I would do it. Dan, I think you'll be happy to play him there. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, apparently, I'm, based on what I've been doing in my home redraft league, I've been Mr. Start these random tight ends off of waivers in my flex spots. So yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah, okay, and then he actually listed out who the options were. So so we got some good players here though. Ibuka, who's game time decision. Ibuka, that I just think you have to play Ibuka if he's playing. It could be a trap. I'm doing that.
But Blake, I mean, Ibuka doesn't play until Monday night, right?
Oh, does he? Interesting. Okay,
yeah, well, Monday night game against the Lions.
Michael.
So are you waiting? What would be the worst player that you would wait on Ibuka for? Tez Johnson, Sterling Shepard? What player would you have to have on your bench to wait on Ibuka?
I mean, I probably wouldn't need to be that bad at all, because I would just then panic pick up one of those guys, okay. You know what I mean? I would just move him to IR and then pick up Tez Johnson and play.
Okay, so if you're in that situation, you're benching Fannin and you're waiting on Ibuka.
No. But I'm saying Fannin might be such a strong one that I mean, I'd rather play Ibuka if he's healthy, but if he's a true game time decision, I'm not 100% sure, or I'm not even really certain at all. I'm fine playing Fannin. I mean, he's probably going to have a really solid game. So yeah, I do think.
Okay, so yeah, then we don't know how many receivers he has to start each week, how many flexes. So if you want to let us know that, we can give you a better opinion. I mean, let us know, is it between Ibuka and Fannin or Ibuka and a receiver? Let us know the exact choices there. But we could have a conversation about what's the line you would draw at, let's just say, wide receiver.
He's got all these guys listed here. Like
Oh, he
Devontae
does.
Smith, Monty, and Bourne. Like these are the guys
Oh,
you have to
there
play
you go.
Fannin over. So what's the line there? Are you playing
Yeah.
Fannin over all these guys?
Okay, so here, wait, I'm looking for it. It's Monty. Oh yeah, I see it. Devonta Smith, Bourne, Ibuka. Um, okay, so the question is, are we playing Fannin over those guys?
Yeah. I mean, there's some tough decisions there. There's a lot of good
Gosh,
players
I
there.
mean, I like Monty at home. I mean, I just feel like David Montgomery at home is usually a pretty good bet. God, Kendrick Bourne is tough to bench. I mean, Devonta Smith has been pretty good recently. I don't love the matchup, but so maybe this would be a week to bench Devonta Smith if you have other good options. I'm probably not waiting on Ibuka. I don't think Ibuka is going to play personally. I just my gut feeling.
I'm like what was it, like Debo Samuel last week? I'm like, I don't know, he might and he might not. But okay, he ended up having a bad game, even though he's been really good. Anyways,
Oh, but
Debo
wait,
there,
he has
Mike?
Mountie, so I guess he could. It's the same game, so he could
Oh,
wait. I mean, Mountie's a great choice if
wow. Okay,
Ibuka doesn't play.
okay, good
But the
call.
question is Bourne just too good to sit? It is going to be Purdy though in there, and Kittle is back.
Ooh, no,
So,
no, Mac Jones is playing.
oh, it is Matt Jones. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Purdy was ruled out. That's right. Okay, but
That
Kittle is back.
is okay. He doesn't have any room, by the way, to pick anyone else up. Honestly, with Monty playing,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't need
like
anyone.
honestly, I think I'm going and I'm seeing if Ibuka plays, and if not,
Yeah,
The thing is, Monty could be the best play, anyways. Like these are all really tough decisions, anyways.
right.
I'm seeing if Ibuka plays personally. I think that's just what I would do. I'm just speaking on literally if I
Yeah,
was in this exact situation, and I'll play Monty in my flex if not. I do think Fannon's a really solid option though, and he could be better than Monty, but I would play Ibuka over Fannin. So it's this weird one where okay, I don't think Fannon's like a good enough option enough to like pass on the opportunity to potentially play Ibuka. Does that make any sense?
yeah, and I usually don't make too much of weather. I think it's kind of overrated, but maybe that's a little bit of a tiebreaker where like if the weather wasn't a factor at all, maybe I would just say, you know what, like Fannon's going to be a target hog. The matchup's amazing. He's going to be a PPR scam. Like maybe I'd go Fannin, but I'll use the weather as a tiebreaker and the fact that you have a great backup option for Ibuka and Montgomery if Ibuka is ruled out. So yeah, I think I'd go with Ibuka / Montgomery.
Yeah, I love that he has that. That's a great call. They pick up there that you knew that they were playing Monday. So yeah, I like that. I mean, what's the worst case? You're playing Montgomery in your flex. I like that.
Yeah,
And
I mean that should be a pretty high scoring game, like indoors in Detroit, like two good offenses. Montgomery's pretty darn good at home in general. So
yeah,
yeah, like if Ibuka's out, I got to start Montgomery. Like I feel pretty good about that.
yeah. If Ibuka's playing, like I just like it could 100% be a trap, Michael. I mean, hey, if you got a feeling like you could sit him for Monty, I just like you just cannot sit Ibuka if he's playing. Like personally, he actually did play banged up with a groin earlier this season, and then he like completely balled against the Eagles. So I just got to roll him out and hope to
Yeah,
keep
but
that going.
if you only need like a few points, like going into the Monday night game,
Yeah,
if it's sounding a little iffy with Ibuka and they're talking about snap counts or he's
that's
gonna try to push through it kind of thing, maybe you roll Montgomery out there if you only need like 5 to 8 points or something like that.
yeah. If you just needed like basically someone on the field guaranteed for
Yeah,
the game. So
yeah,
yeah.
warm body. Yeah.
Also, Dan B2387, I think a new chatter.
Okay, welcome to the channel.
This is pretty funny. He's asking Michael if they have the same team because he is asking about the same thing. Hey, does he roll Igbuka Monday?
Yeah.
Except he has Golden at flex. I mean that is tough because he has no backup plan. He says so. If you have no backup plan, like you just, I mean, well, what time do the Packers play? 3:25 it is because Jacobs plays at
Central.
3:25. So yeah, Central. So yeah, I mean, Dan, when we've been getting asked these questions, we just say wait until 3:25, see where your matchup's at.
Mm-hmm.
If you just need to guarantee someone is in your lineup, then you kind of are forced to roll with Matthew Golden, given there's no update on Igbuka, right? On his status, assuming that there's not.
Right.
But if you need like I don't know, if you're like down so much, like you're so confident Matthew Golden cannot get you like your 30 points or whatever that you'll need. I know it's early though, so it's very hard to tell that. You could justify leaving Ibuka in. I just don't want to advise you to take a 0. Is all. Like,
Well,
you
I
can't
mean,
do that.
I wouldn't wait on Ibuka unless you have like a Tez Johnson or at least like a Sterling Shepard,
Yeah.
either available on waivers that you could like pick up, and you'd have to have someone you could drop at that time who isn't like locked, in or for your IR slot. So make sure you plan accordingly and think about those kind of things. But yeah, I do like Tez Johnson as a streamer this week. We'll probably talk about him later. So as long as you have a Tez Johnson, like I'll probably wait on Ibuka.
He says he'd have to drop someone he would prefer to keep. So yeah,
Okay.
I mean, like, just assume he can't do that.
Right.
Look,
Gotcha.
yeah, I mean, I think if it comes down to it, and I have to make the decision right now. I think I do unfortunately have to roll Matthew Golden out here just because again there could be a snap count, it could be whatever. If I know Ibuka's full go though, yeah, obviously I'm playing him. So man, that's tough. But I don't want to take a 0, man. So
like, yeah, I mean Golden does have 3 double-digit fantasy point games in a row here. I mean, he definitely seems to be trending up. Had 86 yards last week. Doesn't get a ton of targets. I mean, the Packers still spread it out more than you would like. But yeah, better than getting a 0.
Yeah. I mean, a 0 could be more hurtful than what Ibuka could do over top of Golden. So just keep that in mind.
Doesn't it feel like he's like due to just like score a touchdown finally?
Yeah, I mean, he's had a lot of close shots there. I mean, geez, that one primetime game, he should have had like 30 points on 2 catches. So I definitely don't feel bad about playing Golden, of course. So hope that helps.
By the way, we've got 10 people in the chat right now, so great to have everyone here. Definitely drop us a like. We really appreciate it. And if you want to support us, just make sure you're subscribed. It really helps us. We recently got to 100 subs, trying to keep it going. So if you're enjoying this and want us to keep doing these streams, dropping a sub really helps a lot. So appreciate all the support out there.
Yeah, and hey, speaking of subs there, hey, Edson's back. So welcome.
Hey, Edson, good to have you here.
Yeah, he was in there a lot on the sub that we hit 100, or on the stream we hit 100 subs. So glad to see Edson back. I believe I have Edson on Sleeper, and I believe Edson. I hope you were one of the guys I was messaging like, be careful starting Michael Carter, because I was like, as soon as we finished, we had so many Michael Carter questions that stream, and no one knew that Bam Knight was randomly going to be like into that 50-50, and we were like, I was like, please, like, I don't know, it was like early, maybe people might not be up, might not see the notification. I was trying to get in contact with as many people to, not even that Michael, you might still have started Michael Carter, he might have been your best option, but I know we were saying to start him over some like decent players, so I did not want Michael Carter over Derrick Henry or something like that when we know that Michael Carter's not technically the starter. So I hope we did not screw you off over Edson on that. I hope I was in contact with you if that was the case.
Yeah, and obviously, like, it's always good to be tuned into things Sunday morning and be looking for those notifications on your phone from, whatever app you're on, Sleeper, ESPN Fantasy, whatever, checking that last minute news, because, there could be some weird things like that. Although sometimes that news kind of leads you astray. I mean, because they said Bam Knight and Haskins were going to start, but then like Michael Carter and Vidal got more touches than both those guys. So you do have to be careful.
Yeah, exactly. I ended up playing Michael Carter still over Bam Knight, even though Bam Knight got the touchdown. But
I mean, I remember Blake. Yeah, we were texting about that, and that was definitely a great call on your part. That like, hey, like, you kind of just got the sense that this might be a little overrated in terms of like who gets the start, but
it was exactly what I was expecting. It was just like 50-50, and like Michael Carter still had the receiving role. So whoever gets in the end zone obviously will have the better game. Wow. Okay. He by the way, Edson says he has Ibuka versus Golden. Everyone here has an Ibuka decision. So I mean, Edson, if you caught any of that, what we were just saying. You were in here, I believe. So, tough decision. I just don't think you can take a 0, but you'll know your matchups better, right? Like, I'd rather take a guaranteed Golden matchup. I guess it's a little bit different if you have confidence in Tez Johnson and can pick him up on Monday. I know that's just not always feasible. You might have to drop someone good. So, he says he had Chase, so he might not even need to risk starting Ibuka. Maybe you just take the guaranteed points from the Golden. Again, I
mean, Chase was insane. Like the targets and the volume there was unreal.
I wish I got to catch more of that game. I was just busy doing Halloween baking with my girlfriend and stuff. And I caught like the Noah Fant touchdown, and that was like in a little bit of some Chase action. I saw the Tagans touchdown too. But
I mean, the Bengals look reinvigorated with our boy Flacco in there, so great to see.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I started Fant, Flacco, and Chase against Andrew in Grease Bowl, so
Love
that
it.
was an awesome,
Yeah, Andrew
an
thought he was
awesome
gonna have
match.
an easy matchup this week. Not so fast.
Whatever, my projected score went up like 50 points after that game for on the week, so
Love it.
so that was awesome. But okay, we will get to the Rico Dowdle one. We got an influx, so we'll that's going to be a good conversation, I think, as far as what to do with Rico Dowdle. So we'll certainly get to that in a moment.
Yeah,
Just
and we got
check up.
Hash in the chat. Welcome. Great to see you.
Ash.
We'll definitely get to your question in a moment.
Yeah. Okay. So Nahal asks, who do we think will get traded before the deadline? AJ Brown to Pats, perhaps. Interesting. Kamara seems as if he's off the trade block, according to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ Brown's a good one. I'm just not wouldn't be surprised if out of the blue AJ Brown's traded. I mean, like he's just totally one of those players to be kind of forced his way out, even though they're like winning games and everything.
Yeah. Any thoughts on what like maybe like the most likely team to trade for him would be?
The Pats would be awesome. I don't know if they're I mean, they should be looking for AJ Brown. I guess they have a veteran Diggs, but yeah, the Pats.
I don't know
awesome.
if this one would make any sense unless like the Puka injury lingers, but don't the Rams just sound like the team to make like a splash move like that at the trade deadline?
That's fair. I think that's way too big of a player though, but maybe like again, kind of like an Amari Cooper last year kind of thing would make sense. Maybe like a smaller or older guy. That could make sense, but I think they like their Whittington and Tutu. The Giants are an obvious one. Waddle has been a rumor. Again, I don't know if there's any legitimacy to that one, but the Giants are a big team for getting a trade. So,
Okay.
And then Brees Hall is still just like it just makes too much sense. Like he's not going to be on that team next year anyways, so they might as well trade him. Again, where he would go, there's honestly it could just end up being a team that doesn't even make any sense at all, but wants Brees Hall. So,
Right.
there's a many possible there, but yeah, I'm excited to see what movement we get. Not too many like hot rumors, I'd say right now though. Like nothing that's seems for certain.
Yeah, but I bet there'll be one or two trades that ends up happening. Like I just feel like there are too many possibilities that like I bet one of those ends up happening between like AJ Brown and Brees.
Yeah, I mean it seems like there's always like one of these things. Or Waddle's an interesting one. If Dolphins suck, so why not? And then okay, so Hudson, hey, welcome, new chatter. Says full PPR. Three for three. What's that?
Is it a trade?
Okay, 3 for 3 trade. Brian Thomas, Jake Ferguson, Brees Hall, and Fannin have Chase. Okay, wait, I'm having a hard time reading this one. You want to give it a shot, Dan? You getting
and maybe he's saying his record's 3-3. Actually, now that I was looking at it, we're in week 7. So he's probably saying that he's 3-3 record. So he said that he was weak at running back, traded Brian Thomas Jr. and Jake Ferguson for Brees Hall and Harold Fannin. And he also has Chase, I assume that's Jamar Chase, London, Tet McMillan as his wide receivers. And he's got Bill, Krosky Merritt, and Rashad White as his running backs. Gave a lot, but 10-man league.
No, that's a great trade. I mean, Brian Thomas.
So Jake Ferguson for Brees and Fannin.
Yeah, I mean, Jake Ferguson's the best tight end in all of fantasy, and I'd take BTJ over Brees, even though I love Brees. So
didn't he get the Brees and Fannin side? He said he traded.
Oh, because he's weak at running back. I see. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I guess that's why he's mentioned it. He's a weak. So yeah, I mean Brees. I do think Brees is a great buy. I've been shouting that out every time. I just don't know that he scores a touchdown, unfortunately. So he's phenomenal. So yeah, but hey, at least you're getting Fannin back, who we've been.
I mean, it seems like just about any tight end is a downgrade from Jake Ferguson these days, who's just been like unbelievable. Although I think he is coming off a quieter game, but you're still thrilled if you own him. But yeah, I mean, Fannin's awesome. So I mean, I don't mind too much going from Ferguson to Fannin, especially with the Njoku injury. So yeah, I mean, if you need running back help, I mean, Brian Thomas has been pretty awful. He did have a good game last week. But yeah, if you need a running back help, I'm okay with that trade. I mean, you know,
it's the best you can do. I mean, look, you can't be rolling out whatever, Hassan Haskins and
Yeah,
10-man
I mean,
leagues.
Rashad White might give you another start or two. For what it's worth, I mean, you're probably starting him against the Lions, but I did hear that like Rashad White hasn't been very good like last couple games against the Lions for whatever that's worth.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm still probably starting him. But yeah, you're probably going to get like another start or two out of him. So you need some running back help. Like I'm just fine with that trade.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do. You know, especially when you're in a pinch. And then Edson says he did start Carter, but started off with an L. Didn't look at it. Okay, I see. So, and then okay, Darth Raider, believe in new chatter. Although that for some reason seems a little familiar, but gamble on Ibuka, or start Waddle in crazy weather. I didn't hear about that one. Oh no, that's right. You said the Browns game is
in Cleveland. Yeah,
that's right. Okay, so yeah, I mean, look, we've been answering a lot of these questions with Ibuka, and we were saying, I mean, basically unless you have like Montgomery or a very clear backup plan, you kind of got to start Waddle again, unless you have some information by that time or you have some hunch that Ibuka is for sure gonna play. It's hard to suggest potentially taking a 0. So, I mean, Waddle's been awesome. I think you would have to again play him unless information changes. Dan, what do you think?
Here's the thing, like I don't mind starting Waddle. Again, my general policy on weather is when in doubt, ignore it. It's just one of those things where like, you read too much into it and then you make a decision based on that and you end up like benching a good player. And then it's like, oh yeah, then the weather wasn't even that bad after all. And the guy was awesome. It's like, yeah, why the hell did I bench this guy? And then like, the idiot that didn't even like know the weather was going to be bad, just like left him in their lineup and, gets the good game out of him. So sometimes you got to like play dumb. With that said, I mean, Ibuka's been amazing. I love Otton as a backup. I mean, he seems to always be great anytime the Bucs are like thin at wide receiver due to injuries. So I love Otton against the Lions if Ibuka ends up being out. Even if like Mike Evans plays, I mean, Otton should be probably like pretty clear like second target in the offense. So because you have an option as good as Kate Otton, as weird as that sounds, I would wait on Ibuka.
Okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. And actually, yeah, that's right. He's on the Bucs, so yeah, you can wait till the Monday night game.
But I mean, I don't mind Waddle. So I mean, like, if it's just the weather that's even making you, think about this decision, just play Waddle. If that's who you just normally start or whatever. I mean, obviously you normally start Ibuka, but you know what?
I'll take my stance. Yeah, I mean, I'll wait on Ibuka then. I'll use the weather especially as a tiebreaker though personally, and hey, I'll start Kate Otton without Ibuka, and if he's not gonna play.
But like, I mean, if it was like Sterling Shepard is like the guy you'd have to rely on if Ibuka was hurt and like you didn't have Otton, then I would say just throw Waddle out there. So I'll wait on Ibuka.
I see. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, hope that helps. And then chat here. All right. Oh, okay, we got a bunch of people in here, so welcome anyone join us here. We'll try to keep up here, and then we gotta get back to Rico Dowdle. We're not forgetting that because I really want to talk about Rico Dowdle. Hash, we said welcome, and then he says, listen to this. Aaron Jones, owner, says he needs a running back and receiver depth. That's right, he was asking about trading. I thought he had Aaron Jones. Maybe that was a different guy. Okay, so he says he needs a running back and wide receiver depth. You offered Jordan Mason and Rashee Rice. He countered with St. Brown, Pollard for JT or CMC. So,
and he's got a face palm emoji there. So it sounds like you're not thrilled with that counter there. Yeah, of course the guy wants JT or CMC. So.
Yeah. Wait, no, but I'm a little confused here because he says the guy needs a running back and has wide receiver depth. Okay, I see. So
that's why he wants Jonathan Taylor or Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that that was the side. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Pollard's not that good, so I mean, St. Brown's been awesome. You have any thoughts?
Pollard is absolute zero in this deal. It's basically just St. Brown for one of those running backs, and yeah, I mean, I love St. Brown, but yeah, no chance I'm giving up JT or CMC for St. Brown.
Yeah, I mean, especially just with how, how hard it is to get a running back to replace those guys. At least some receiver week to week. Like, I mean, sometimes like Alec Pierce just in a good matchup, you could throw a random dude in like that, and he can keep up with Amon-Ra St. Brown. There's no one that can like keep up with JT or CMC when they're on off the waiver wire. So yeah.
Here's what I would do, Hash. I would counter with your previous offer, and if possible, add some kind of throw in, either like a, running back, receiver, tight end, something that he might be interested in as a throw in, kind of like, the equivalent of Pollard, maybe like slightly better than that, but someone you can afford to lose. Throw him on top of Jordan Mason for Rashee Rice and see if you can get that done.
Yeah, I like that. And then Jeffrey says, welcome, Jeffrey, by the way.
Yeah, welcome.
Says he was reading into Ertz. Looks like he's going to suit up. Is he a must play if he does? I wouldn't say a must start at all, though he's a very attractive start. He just came off an awesome game as well. So, I mean, if you're looking at guys in Zach Ertz range, I don't know. What are some players in there in like Zach?
I mean, like compared to some of the flex streamers that we were talking about for this week?
Yeah, I'm thinking like flex is what he's asking for.
Okay.
So I mean, I'd probably put him right back in Michael Mayer territory. I'd probably rather play Mayer over him, but
okay.
Honestly, I'd probably play Ertz over Bourne and their flex. I mean, they have no one to throw to, so.
Yeah, that is true.
It's coming off a good game like that, so.
Yeah, I mean, they could. I mean, I don't know. Could they focus on Zach Ertz because there's just like no one else that they're going to be scared of?
It's Dallas, so like I don't know. That could just be a complete shootout. I know that we were basically roasting Chris Moore, but if anyone's going to get anything from there, I mean, it's going to be Zach Ertz for volume.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been amazing though. I mean, okay, he had the 16 points last week. He caught all 6 of his targets and scored a touchdown. Yeah. But prior to that, 7 points, 6 points, 0 points. His target in those games, 3, 4, 1. I mean, they didn't have that many guys last week. He's only got 6 targets. So, I mean, Ertz is fine, but I'm not crazy about starting him.
Well, Debo's not out. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's an auto start, but I mean, if you're playing him over these these streamer guys, I'd be happy to throw him in again.
So is Debo playing or not?
No, the Chris Moore is their
that's right
receiver one. So I mean, that's enough for me to have a good tiebreaker over other guys. But again, I don't think he's a must start guy.
Yeah, I mean, let us know who your other options are because otherwise it's like hard for us to speculate on that. But Ertz is fine.
I think you could do a lot worse. I mean, my tight end premium leagues, I'm firing up Ertz. All around, so happy.
Yeah, it's a good matchup. He should be like the number 1 target. So yeah, I think Ertz is a solid start, but yeah, I wouldn't call him must start.
Yeah, exactly. And then Hall says Chris Olave has been a big one. That's right. Yeah, Chris Olave's in Shaheed. I don't feel like they're gonna move those guys. That was for the trade rumors. And Hall was saying so. If anyone, it would be Shaheed, but I don't know. Does he have much trade demand? I'm not too sure. And then asks Jordan Mason or Scatabo in the flex PPR. That's an easy scat for me, even as a Vikings fan. I like Jordan Mason. Cannot sit Scatabo. Cannot sit him.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem to be a good matchup for Jordan Mason against the Eagles. Like, they've been pretty generous to running backs this season, but yeah, you just can't bench Scatabo. Got to go with Scatabo there. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to start both guys. So, like, is there someone else you can bench? But if it's just between those two, I got to start Scatabo. He's just been too good.
I'll gladly be wrong starting Scatabo on any given week with what we've seen. If he's not the right play, I don't want to be right. I'd rather be wrong. So yeah, I gotta fire him up.
Yeah.
Alejandro, welcome. I believe Alejandro was here last time.
Okay, that name sounds familiar. Yeah, have you back.
Hey, oh yeah, that's right. He said shout out all with the great content. So hey, maybe we helped him out, or he was the other one. So hey, appreciate that. That's the nice word.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad it worked out.
And then Edson says, try this again. Start 3 out of 7. Ooh, okay. Diggs, Golden, Bourne, Michael Carter, AJ Barner, Tutu Atwell. Dan, one of your favorite Dynasty guys over the years. And Chris Moore mentioned. Okay.
Yep.
So let's eliminate Chris Moore.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel great about Michael Carter. I think we can eliminate him. I mean, Barner's kind of on the lower end of this. I think it'd be between Diggs, Golden, Bourne, and
I think
Tutu you could probably eliminate. I mean, he's fine, but
he's interesting. Tutu is one of those guys that randomly can have that one big play, but
again, I don't like him. I just don't know if I'd put him at the top of the list.
But what we're just looking at, like I'm starting Diggs over him. Bourne.
Oh wait, you have to start 3 of these guys. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. But I'm just going to start Golden over him, just like hoping for that breakout. And then Kendrick Bourne's off 142 yard games. How can you bench him over Tutu? So
yeah.
I think I just start those top 3 guys, and and hope it's the right decision. Really, I mean, it's the more
Yeah.
talented and hotter players recently.
Yeah, I mean, I think Diggs is questionable, so obviously make sure he's healthy and active. But yeah, as long as everything's good there, yeah, I think I would roll with those top three there: Diggs,
Yeah,
Golden, Bourne.
but yeah, my fourth guy would be Tutu though. I would say.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, he's kind of in the middle of that list there, right smack dab in the middle.
Yeah, he's actually yeah really fun. Him and Whittington are
Yeah,
really
he's a
fun.
decent streamer. Yeah,
Yeah. Zach, welcome, says,
welcome.
should I trade Devontae, Flowers, Chase, Brown, and Mason? So 5 guys. Chase Brown. Oh, sorry, 4. Chase Brown, not Chase and Brown.
Right.
Yeah. So Devontae Smith.
No, it's Devontae Adams, Zay Flowers, Chase Brown, and Jordan Mason for Saquon Barkley, Laporta, and QJ. So it's like a 4-for-3 trade there. Looks like he would be getting Saquon, Laporta, and QJ. So which side do you want there, Blake?
Yeah, I just personally just give me the side with less people, meaning that there's better like players on that side in
Right.
the redraft. Yeah, Saquon. I know he's been disappointing, but I'm still taking him over all the other guys. QJ's been awesome, and hey, even Laporta has been good. What, two weeks in a row now?
Yeah, he's been heating up. He's been looking good. So yeah, I mean, especially if you need tight end help. If you already have a good tight end, maybe you can kind of make a case for either side. But yeah, if you need some tight end help, and that's why Laporta's in here, I'm good taking the side with the 3 players on it.
Yeah, holy crap. By the way, shout out everyone in here, dude. We gotta like run through this chat real quick. It's like a lot of questions. Yeah. So anyone watching,
I was gonna say let's try to run through these quicker and not too much here.
Yeah, appreciate this. We'll get through it quicker. But and Alejandro says shout out his Chargers. So also Alejandro, let us know what you think between Vidal and the Haskins thing and the hot hand. Comment, give us some Chargers insider info there for.
And let us know if we should be confident starting Rondé Gadsden as like a flex streamer this week in a full PPR.
That's right. Okay, so
at least as a desperation option, if nothing else.
Yeah, and Slapsy says 8-leg parlay have I cooked. Okay, a quick parlay review says Mahomes and Goff 2+ touchdowns, Danny Dimes 200+ passing, Baker, Dak, Love, Caleb, and Jaden Daniels have all to get over 1.5. I mean, not
passing touchdowns.
Yeah, passing touchdowns. I mean, not the greatest standards. I mean, 8-leg parlay. I'd say you're probably cooked to begin with, no matter how good the bets are. So, I mean, hey, you got some good players. Also, some good some really good games too, though. Like those are all games I want a piece of.
But yeah, I mean, good luck. I mean, let us know how much you would win if all 8 of those hit. Let us know how that turns out.
Yeah, and then Checkmate, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Says Rashee Rice, BTJ, Kendrick Bourne, or Vidal and Flex. Got to be Rashee Rice. Got to be Rashee Rice.
He says it's a half PPR.
Yep, got to be Rashee Rice. That.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you have just like no concern about it being his first game back, and you're just firing him up.
I'm just firing him up. I'm trusting Dr. Fortune. He looked good in preseason and preseason and all the training camp stuff.
Yeah, he did.
I'm just firing him up against Las Vegas. And
yeah, I'll fire up Rice too. I'm not crazy about BTJ in general. This season's been pretty up and down to say the least. I mean, Bourne's been hot, but you do get Kittle back. Vidal, who knows what you're going to get there. So yeah, I'll go Rice.
Okay, so 12-man redraft from Slapsky. Welcome. Says half PPR, 2 flex. Okay, yeah, then wide receiver, running back, tight end. Okay, so May, Bijan, Genty, CeeDee Lamb, JSN, Otten, Bill, Dowdle. That's his starting lineup. Bench is Fields, Marks, Tootin, Golden, Igbuka. And then I'm just seeing if there was like a question here because
it says pick a defense: Rams, Browns, Eagles, Dolphins, Falcons.
Ooh.
So yeah.
You
have a favorite streaming defense?
Well, I was gonna ask you, what do you think there? Because I've been looking at that as well. I haven't seen the Browns defense on the waiver wire though, so that immediately sticks out to me.
Yeah, and also with the Browns defense, I mean, yeah, maybe like the bad weather kind of works in their favor as a defense. It's kind of a low-scoring, sloppy game. Although the only problem is if they run it a lot. Like, I feel like running the ball isn't good for fantasy defenses because when the other team passes, that's when you can get like sacks and interceptions, pick sixes, and that's where you really get a lot of your points. So, yeah, so I'm not sure about that. I mean, Rams. I actually think I have the Rams going in my home redraft league. So I think they're a decent start. They've been like pretty solid in the season, at least in my league scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miami. I don't think I'm crazy about Falcons. Um, yeah, I think I'm probably between the Rams and the Browns. What do you think, Blake?
I'm gonna go Browns personally with the weather. That was
Okay.
the one I would probably pick up. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean Rams remind me of who the hell they play again. I'm blanking on that
Jags.
game. Jay, yeah,
Yeah.
actually, you know what's interesting is I feel like those London games are like, like I feel like you could just lower the line on those. Like they're always so
Right.
disappointing. I mean, there's been like one
Yeah.
good London game ever. It feels like.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean that's certainly interesting, but it's that Jags offense. It's been good. Give me that Miami offense in bad weather. I'm going Browns.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a tough call. I don't know exactly like how good. I mean, the Browns. I mean, it's just as a team haven't been that amazing. So I don't know how like the defense has been from like a fantasy perspective. Um, I don't know, I could look it up real quick, at least like
yeah.
in my league scoring here. Okay, let's see.
Not
Okay,
been
in my
phenomenal.
league they're ranked like 16th, although my scoring's a little different.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go Rams on a gut call. Like
Okay.
I feel like the Jags are more likely to be like throwing around the ball. Like maybe the game could kind of turn into a passing fest a little bit. I'm gonna go with Rams.
Okay.
Don't have
Well,
a strong conviction on it though.
okay. Well, Slavsky, you're gonna have a decision in there. Use your best judgment there, and
Yeah, exactly.
so yeah, and then Adrian Peterson joins. I feel like we saw him in here before, but I feel like I would remember the Peterson part. Let us know if you've been here before, Adrian. I swear he's been in here before, but
Well, hey, I mean,
uh,
he's got the Adrian Peterson avatar, so I mean, who knows? Like, maybe this is like the real Adrian Peterson, like here in the live chat here. If so, welcome to the channel, like
yeah,
Vikings legend. Like, let's go.
Adrian Peterson. So Brees, Lad, QJ, start two. Ooh, two Chargers in a really good matchup. Honestly, I love Brees. Just give me no, but the Carolina could be such a good matchup. No, give me Lad and QJ. Honestly, I'll actually
Yeah,
roll double.
I'm going with the Chargers. Like that game could be high scoring. Like I'll start both the Chargers.
Yeah, and I love Brees Hall, so that says a lot if I'm willing to start both of
Yeah,
them.
and then Nahal asked, "What are y'all's expectations for Rice both this week and rest of the season?" Well, yeah, we just recommended him in a start, even with some other good options there. So we like him for this week, and yeah, rest of the season. Like, how do you not love him? I mean, like Mahomes is playing awesome.
Yeah,
Rice is gonna be like should be like the clear number one target. He was a PPR scam in those few games last year before he got hurt. So I think I can speak for both Blake and me that yeah, we love Rice the rest of the season.
yeah. I mean, I really like Rice rest of the season. Again, like one thing I'm certainly careful about is just like how high we're getting our expectations. I would just express like let's have a little bit of patience with Rice. Again, coming back on his first game, I would not be surprised if he just like I mean, generally, if he just puts up a top five receiver, I feel like that's what all the expectations are for this week, not rest of the season or anything. I do think he could be a top five receiver rest of the season. At worst, I mean, I feel like it would be disappointing if he was like the wide receiver 12 rest of the season. I don't know. That's what my
Yeah,
expectations are, is that he's
and
lighting it up.
yeah, and then Slapsky agrees. He says Rice wide receiver one rest of season. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean I feel like most people feel pretty darn good about Rice.
Yeah. And then Dylan said just made the move. Okay, well, hey, good to hear that he made the Swift for QJ. I was wondering if that's something that you could
Awesome.
actually get done before kickoff, Dylan. So,
Yeah.
uh,
So hey, make sure you get QJ put into your starting lineup,
yeah,
fire him up, and yeah, that's a fun trade.
no, yeah, 2 and 4. Like, I love that move, Dylan, and just like just bet on QJ. You need a receiver help. Yeah,
Yeah.
you lost Neighbors and Flowers on by, Ibuka potentially out. Make a move. I love that, and QJ's been awesome. So I'm actually
Yeah. Hey,
shocked
by
you
the way,
got that
Blake,
done.
should we just like answer that Rico Dowdle question because I feel like we're never gonna get to it. We're gonna forget about it if we don't like just answer it at some point here.
Nahal just said, by the way, he said, "Don't worry about Rico. Answer these questions first." So we have Nahal's
Hey,
blessing. Let's
okay.
we'll get back to it though, Nahal.
We appreciate that, Nahal. We will get to it. Remind us if we forget, please.
Yeah, I mean, hey, midnight Eastern, people need their questions answered.
Oh
But I
yeah,
do really, yeah, want to have Rico Dettel here, so
yeah,
we'll get to that at some point. Um, and yeah, by the way, shout out, yeah, everyone here. We'll get to your questions. Keep dropping them below, and yeah, make sure you're subscribed.
Yeah, I got 13 people watching right now. Great to have everyone here on a Saturday night. So yeah, drop us a like. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, and then Jeffrey's got another question for us. McBride in tight end spot. So it would be Ertz in a flex spot. So I believe he was the one asking about Ertz earlier then.
Right.
Other options are Golden, Marks, Shaheed, and Pacheco. Ooh, Shaheed's a really interesting one there as well as Golden. I mean, Shaheed's just like the most awesome, like, screw it. I'm throwing him in my flex and I'm praying for a 70-yard touchdown.
Right.
Ooh, what do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, he's playing the Bears. It's at Chicago.
That's a good matchup.
Eighth against. Well, I mean, they're not that great of a defense. They have been stingy to receivers this year, for what it's worth.
Yeah, maybe it's just like I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just been one of those things where we're early on, and maybe the teams they've played or have been good.
Yeah,
I don't know enough to confirm that.
Yeah, I mean, to be clear, it's definitely not a matchup I'm like scared of or shying away from. That's for sure.
It's one I'm personally like. I see the Bears and I'm like, ooh, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. Just if I wasn't looking at that ranking, like I would think like, oh yeah, like that's a good defense to be facing for fantasy.
If it's half PPR, I'm for sure throwing Shaheed in there. If it's full PPR, that makes it much more tough. Again, Ertz only did rack in 6 last game, but now Debo's out. I don't know. I think the Cowboys matchup is even better. Ugh.
I mean, if you need the high floor, it sounds like it's probably Ertz.
Yeah.
If you need the upside, probably Golden or Shaheed. Who's your favorite upside there between Golden and Shaheed, Blake? Shaheed?
Man, they're so similar, but I'll still go with Shaheed just based off of. I mean, he's already been having those splash plays. I'll take him this week over. So yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Do you need the floor or do you need the ceiling? So
yeah, I think it's Ertz for the floor and Shaheed for the ceiling. I agree.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And then J Dabs, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
PPR, stick with Olave or risk Ibuka on Monday Night Football with Cam Johnson. Okay. Yeah, we've been answering a lot of those questions.
I definitely don't feel great about Cam Johnson as the contingency because, I mean, let's say if Ibuka's out, but Mike Evans is active, then Cameron Johnson's going to go back to being like the wide receiver 4 and probably isn't playing many snaps because I'm assuming that Tez Johnson and Sterling Shepard are ahead of him on the depth chart because, I mean, Cam Johnson was just like a special teamer before like last week, basically. So if it weren't for like Mike Evans coming back and, Cam Johnson was like the contingent wide receiver 3 on the Bucs, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But that makes me pretty nervous because Cam Johnson could be a 0 if Mike Evans is back.
Yeah. Olave's second in the league in targets. Like I'm just
I'm going to Olave. I feel like he's due for a good game. I mean, he's been consistent, if unspectacular, but
he was fingertips away, seemingly as always, with Olave from like a 50-yard touchdown last week. So, look, just pray those expected fantasy points turn into real ones finally, and you can't go wrong with like what is he getting, like 12 targets a week. So.
Yeah, fire up Olave.
Yeah, I've been just saying, try to avoid taking a 0 with, if we had confidence Ibuka was going to play, like, these questions wouldn't even be asked in the first place.
But yeah, if you do have, like, Tez Johnson still, like, on waivers, I would be okay waiting on Ibuka. I mean, I'd probably still lean Olave because although I like Tez Johnson as a desperation streamer, it's still going to be a downgrade from Olave, and I just don't feel like Ibuka is going to play. Just my gut feeling.
If Tez Johnson had volume, I'd be like actually potentially. But he had one catch. I know it was an amazing catch and everything, but that's.
I mean, that could change. Like I do think he's a pretty good player. I mean, he's a good player in college. I feel like he's that like Tank Dell type that can get open. Really shifty. So I do like Tez Johnson. So if he's available on waivers, I'd be okay waiting. But I think either way, I'd still lean Olave.
Yeah. I just don't think you can't go wrong with those like 12 targets or whatever you're gonna get. And then Dylan says now he's got QJ, so add that. Okay, that's right. You were saying about for his trade. So yeah, I mean a great receiver room, and he's down a couple of guys, but hey, he's got Kendrick Bourne, our guy. So. Can't go wrong with that receiver room. And he's asking too, should he flex Woody Marks on Monday Night Football against Seattle or Golden against the Cardinals in full PPR? Man, that is a very difficult one, which luckily I don't have to make in my main redraft league because I do own both those guys. I'm rolling Fannin over those guys. So man, Man, what do you think, Dan?
So Golden or Woody Marks?
Ultimately, Woody
Gosh.
Marks. Yeah, I mean, we can't even say Golden has the higher ceiling because Woody Marks has like the 27-point
Yeah,
game.
yeah, 27-point game. So, I mean, the Texans are coming off their bye week. Like, could they use Marks more? I mean, it sucked that after that 27-point game, then they kind of went back to Nick Chubb because they were that I believe that was the game they were like crushing the Ravens in, and so
Yeah,
I guess the game script kind of favored just like, okay, we can just go with boring old Nick Chubb here. I feel like they'll probably be forced to use Woody Marks more this game because the Seahawks are a pretty good team.
sure.
Gosh, that is a tough one.
I want to trust Woody Marks, but yeah, again, it's just like I don't know that. I do feel like I just for fun factor, I'd actually still go Golden over him.
I feel like with Golden, he's been trending up. It's been more of like a steady ascension. And I just feel like I know a little bit more what I'm getting there. Feels like he's due for a good game. So I'll lean Golden slightly there.
Yeah, that is a very difficult one, but I'm gonna go Golden as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dylan says he's laughing on that one. I don't know, maybe it's a tough question, or he says appreciate us being up, and hey, that's what we're here for.
Absolutely, that's what we do.
12:21 Eastern, answering your start sits, helping you guys. Slapsky was answering a question from his 8-leg parlay. Bet 10 for 250. Those it's probably because they were like really favorable bets. That actually doesn't even feel like a lot for an 8-legger. So I don't know if you do any betting at all, Dan.
No, I really don't. So it's kind of out of my wheelhouse. But I mean, hey, that sounds like fun. I mean, like that'd be cool to win $250. So hope it works out.
Yeah. So hey, best of luck, Slapsky. Hey, check in if you win. Let us know. I mean, honestly, like off just eyeballing it, you got a lot of probably the highest scoring slates games in the slate there. So as long as there's no disappointing teams, certainly could see that. Jack says hello, welcome, Jack.
Yeah, hello. Good to have you here. Let us know if you have any questions.
Yeah, and then hey, I see Matt there says we're the best. So hey, that's my co-manager there, Matt.
Yeah.
Good to see you in chat. And then he's even got a question. Half PPR, AJ Brown or Kenneth Walker?
Okay, so yeah, the Kenneth Walker then plays the Texans on that. I believe that's the Monday night game, or one of the Monday night games, and then AJ Brown is against the Vikings. That is not a particularly good matchup. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Kenneth Walker there.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Because
I guess they're both bad. They're both bad matchups, so that's probably why Matt's asking this question. Yeah. So don't feel great about either. I mean, the game's in Seattle, though. You know, it's Monday night. Like, fans are going to be there, fired up. What do they call it? The 12th man and everything like that. So Kenneth Walker at home. I'm going to go with Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, that's
only half PPR too. Only half PPR. I feel like you got to start Kenneth Walker.
Ooh, I'm just trying to think like genuinely if I'm in Matt's shoes.
Right.
Man, there's no. Yeah, I know it's half PPR, so the receiving. I'm going AJ Brown just off. Like the targets have been there. Kenneth Walker's not playing. Like Charbonnet's playing the majority of snaps. I'm still firing up some Kenneth Walkers. I'm not doing it over AJ Brown is the thing. I'm doing it over like.
AJ Brown has been nothing special this year. It's a brutal matchup. I mean, your Vikings have been very stingy against wide receivers this year. So I mean, you never know. Like weird things happen each week. The unexpected happens, but I'm just not expecting AJ Brown to have a big game here. I mean, you're more likely for Kenneth Walker to rip off like a 70-yard touchdown out of nowhere than I feel like AJ Brown having some big game.
I really think I guess there really are both players that can bust the 70-yard.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, the Vikings, I know they haven't been a good matchup, like, by all statistics, but, like, they actually normally just get, like, ran over by receivers, and their run D is normally good. I think the run D has been a little bit easier. Hey, maybe it's a Saquon game. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I still want to lean AJ Brown. I'm just speaking off if I had to make that decision myself.
Yeah, I mean, but we are 6 games into the season, and yeah, I mean, they've not been a good matchup for wide receivers. I believe they've been like one of the worst. I think they've allowed like the fewest fantasy points to receivers, if I'm not mistaken. Someone fact checked me on that. At least in full PPR leagues, this is a half PPR. But see, to me, that makes it lean even more toward the running back. So I don't think it's an easy choice. I mean, they're both great players and tough matchups, but I'll take the player who's playing at home, I feel like the scoring favors him. And then plus, if you need a tiebreaker, you got to go with the fun factor. I mean, no matter how bad of a week you had, you're still alive going to that Monday night game because you just never know. Kenneth Walker could go nuts. He's been good in primetime before. I mean, like he probably had like his best career game against the Lions on, I believe, Monday Night Football last year. He looked like a man possessed, so maybe he turns it on when those lights are the brightest. So give me some Kenneth Walker on Monday Night Football. Have some fun, man.
Okay, well, we'll have to have a Brown versus Kenneth Walker off here.
Okay, that's a bet. That's a bet.
I think I like that you're using all the logic here. All logic points in Kenneth Walker, Matt. I don't care. AJ Brown is just randomly going to score more points than him somehow, some way. I just think he's just the biggest case of regression right now. The targets have literally.
I could actually, not that you're benching Jalen Hurts, but I could actually see like a kind of a rough game for Jalen Hurts here. And AJ Brown, like this is feeling like 3 catches for 37 yards kind of game, no touchdowns. Okay. Hey, AJ Brown always make me look stupid, but I like Kenneth Walker.
Brown versus K9, you heard it here. So Matt.
PPR, half PPR number.
Yeah, Matt, are you going with logic or are you going with vibes? So what? Let us know what you picked there, and best of luck. We'll track that one. That'll be a fun one. We need.
I'd be curious to see who Matt listens to here. Who does he have more trust in, or who made the better argument? So that's what I want.
You have a better argument, by the way, with all logic. But to me, normally I want logic. AJ, this is just my AJ Brown's gonna have a good game.
Okay.
I'm actually not that scared of the Vikings.
AJ Brown, and of course he's a stud wide receiver, even though he hasn't been having a good fantasy season. But hey, maybe he's due to turn it on. Like we've seen it before. I mean, that was pretty much the case last year. So stranger things have happened.
Yeah, they've just been slinging a lot. I'm really not scared of the Vikings defense. They're good, but they're.
Well, hey, you're the Vikings fan, so you would know.
Yeah, and then Hash Grower, says let's get the subscriber count up. Yeah, everyone. Not sub. That. If we answer the question, hit the sub button.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys drop us some subs here, I mean, we'll definitely keep doing these start-sit streams like late every Saturday night. It seems like you guys enjoy them. I mean, we have a lot of fun with them. We get a lot of people watching them. I mean, this is our second time doing it. So if you enjoy these and you want us to see us keep doing these every Saturday night, just drop us a sub. Really helps us. We really appreciate it.
Not only that, I love doing these because we're like inadvertently answering start-sit questions. Like some of them I'm undecided of. I'm like realizing, maybe I've decided. I'm suggesting it for Slapsky or whoever or Nahal, and dude, like that's where my mind's at.
It forces us to talk through these, and we can bounce our thoughts off each other. Yeah. So we're definitely helping ourselves as well. So these have been a ton of fun.
Yeah, J-Dabs much earlier said appreciate the insights, in depth, keep it moving. So glad we could help you. And hey,
thank you.
Seriously, like if we get something, if we screw you over, let us know. We did have one unhappy camper so far, but it was off an awesome trade he made in Dynasty, by the way, and it was just like a no-brainer. He traded Drake London for Judkins and like Tet or something, but Drake London of course scored, what was it, 30?
He had a monster game.
And hey,
but dude, I mean, if you have Judkins, I'm loving that deal. So.
Drake London better score 35 points per game the rest of the season. That's the only way I'm regretting that trade. So
I mean, because Tet and Judkins look like two bona fide studs right now.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer in Dynasty. So I'm glad that that's the one complaint we've
received. If that's our worst call, we'll happily accept that.
Yeah, we definitely took some L's on Vidal last week. Still won, in hindsight. I mean, again, it was a hot hand thing. It was the Miami we overlooked, so that was a big one.
Did we end up drafting Vidal in that draft of streamers we did? We left him off.
We left them off, but again, we were leaving them off for Tongs and Mayer and these guys.
So. Well, I mean, a lot of those guys, ended up working out, but they just weren't quite Vidal. So, I mean, I just didn't feel confident in how it was going to go. Like they said, Haskins was going to start. Yeah. Vidal, we figured was the more talented guy, more upside, and I just kind of figured it'd be some kind of gross split, and they'd end up throwing the ball more, and neither of the running backs would be particularly great. So, what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, Nahal here. I like this question. He says, off topic, what fast food should he get after his midterm tomorrow? Okay, let us know what class. Interesting. Yeah, I got a midterm on Monday. And
what do you think, Blake? Do you have a favorite fast food restaurant that's your go-to?
Well, I'm just reading the rest here. He says real quick. He's a
Okay.
big back, which is always what my girlfriend and I use. We're big backing tonight. I don't know if you heard that one before, Dan.
I've heard that, but yeah, I'm not real familiar with
Yeah,
exactly what that means.
glad to hear you're a fellow big back. Just like like just mucking. Like you probably don't even know that either, but just like eating a lot of food, like whatever, like
Okay,
no care. It's just like almost like it's just like a joke to yourself or like a friend. Big
gotcha.
back, and he's got a planned feast. So hey, I love that. No better way to reward yourself. And ooh, I mean, dude, I'm always like a huge Popeyes guy, especially like in Canada. That wasn't a thing like at least where I grew up, and now they have a bunch more locations here. So there's one like right by my house. I love just like destroying Popeyes, like chicken sandwich or poutine. By the way, I know that's not even popular at all in American, even though it's like the most American food ever. It's like cheese, curd, gravy, and fries. If you ever for some reason get a chance to eat a Popeyes poutine in Canada, you gotta get that. Even though
Mhm.
highly doubt that will apply to many people, but we might have some Canadian people. Wait, Nahal said he's Canadian.
Is that
I
right?
think Nahal is Canadian. He's in Ontario, I think. So
Okay.
I'm like 99% sure of that. So hey, try that. I would suggest Popeyes poutine and chicken sandwich. That's my go-to. That's a very specific one. Dan, what about you?
Do they have Chick-fil-A in Canada?
If he's, I don't think he's in Toronto, but they do have one in like Toronto and like
Okay.
Calgary.
Yeah, I've been liking that lately. I mean, great chicken sandwich there. You got the waffle fries are rock solid. And then what puts it over the top is the frosted lemonade. You got to try the
Okay,
frosted lemonade at Chick-fil-A if you've never had that.
I never had it.
Unbelievable. I mean, it tastes like this. It's like I don't know. It sort of has like I mean, obviously it has like the lemon flavor, but it's like kind of like tastes like it's mixed with like a vanilla ice cream kind of thing. Like it's just wonderful. So yeah, that's kind of been my go-to. But yeah, beyond that, I mean, KFC like you can't go wrong with. Pretty solid there, and Culver's is also good if you just want like a good cheeseburger.
I see. Yeah, that's not even in Canada. I guess that's not unfair for you to answer because that's not even. He is in Ontario. So okay, I almost completely forgot that in a hall. And guess what? He says Popeyes with a three-piece tender combo and the poutine instead of the fries is his go-to. So I would do that. Poutine is lethal. I'm a big poutine guy. It's
What
so
is
good.
that? I have no clue what that
It's
is.
literally just fries, gravy, and cheese curd. Like, do not. It's like American poutine will try to put like shredded cheese. No.
Hmm.
That's not how you do it. You need cheese curd, like squeaky cheese. If you know, like, you get what I'm saying there. I don't
Okay.
know if that's like a popular American thing or not. Lethal, the Popeyes one is like Cajun. It's like Cajun gravy. Oh my god, it's deadly. So
You make me hungry now. Like, hey,
yeah,
I might have to order some food
we
now.
gotta get
But
a
yeah,
Popeye sponsor, man.
yeah. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Anyways, love that question. No,
Yeah,
so
that was fun. That was
good,
fun. Thanks for
good.
the question.
Yeah, good luck on the computer science. It looks like. So, yeah, and hey, I mean, if you don't mind, let us know. Where are you going to school? Because I probably know like whatever school you're going to. Drop that in. So, um, J Dab says last one question there. So, half. Oh, okay. PPR, point 0.5 tight end premium. We're very familiar with that.
Oh yeah.
Heard us talking about Ertz earlier, but only the tail end. So keep Kraft or pivot to Dallas. Sorry, to Ertz in Dallas with a good matchup. So, Dan, what do you think there?
Yeah, he also mentions the injuries to Debo and Terry. So yeah, I mean, Ertz certainly could get a good number of targets here. How can you bench Tucker Kraft? I'm going Tucker Kraft. I mean, he's just looked awesome this year. Yeah, I don't want to have Tucker Kraft on my bench and then like he goes off for some like big touchdown or scores a couple tutties. Like you got to start Kraft.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. You do not want to leave Kraft on your bench. What I will say is, again, in your flex, like I'm certainly interested in getting Ertzen if there's some guys that are kind of skeptical. Yeah, desperation kind of flex guys. Definitely play Ertz over that territory player, especially in the tight end premium. Again, in Dynasty, like start 10, 11. I'm trying to get him as many lineups as I can. I think it's a really good matchup. You got to start Kraft before. Just flash back for a moment to that game earlier. What was it, week 2 or week 3, where he put up that 30 points? I mean, you cannot put yourself through that. Just play the better player in that scenario. So I agree.
Yeah, and Slapsky says Michelob Ultra's on me if I win. I assume he's alluding to the 8-leg parlay. So hey, let's go! Like beer sounds good. So hey, we'll be rooting for you.
That's right. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. I just love without answering all these. So I always mention it. We get a bunch of stuff to like extra to randomly track throughout the day. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
AJ
yeah. I don't
Brown.
know. Like, we almost need to like start writing these down. But
Yeah.
these would definitely be fun to track.
AJ Brown and Kenneth Walker is
Kenneth
our big
Walker.
one right now.
Yeah,
So
that was a big one.
yeah. Oh, and then Packer said both of you being split on K9. Speaking of that thing there versus AJ Brown, makes him feel sane about going back and forth so many times. Okay, so yeah, I mean, hey, that is very very tough. So yeah, we're split and we can certainly justify that. I mean, that's the worst thing is when you got to like bench an actual good player. Like no one wants to bench AJ Brown, even with as disappointing as he's been.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. And let's see. Slapsky was commenting, yeah, Judkins and Tet definitely won. Yeah, I mean, we were like, what are you even mad about? Like, you just robbed that guy. I told him to stop what he was doing and accept that trade when he asked us in stream.
Right.
Of course, we're going to stand by that until something crazy happens.
It looks like Slapsky's a Packers fan. He says, "Go Pack, go." I mean, like, I don't know what it is, but like, there are just so many Packers fans that we run into in like our leagues and now the YouTube channel. So, I'm a Lions fan, so don't hold it against me. But yeah, definitely a lot of fans out there.
Yeah, with so many NFC North fans and like these sleeper and dynasty leagues, it's like crazy. It seems like.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Bears and Vikings as well, and yeah, there's some other Lions fans. So yeah, a lot of NFC North. It seems like.
Okay, Mustafa. Welcome. Great name. Says, should I start CJ Stroud or Sam Darnold? Oh, same game.
Yeah.
Both tough defenses. To me, I'm going Sam Darnold just because he's been better, and I'm like the perennial CJ Stroud hater. So
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very tough. I do not like playing Sam Darnold this week, but I don't know, can he stay hot? Hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping like what we saw from Stroud is a sign of things to come. I picked him off of waivers in my home redraft league. I've got him in my starting lineup right now, but I don't know if I'm going to keep him there. I also have Bryce Young and I guess Brock Purdy's out. I could pick up Mac Jones, but I'm probably not going to because there's like no one I want to drop. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the chat and Blake, you can help me between Stroud and Bryce Young. But yeah, so I want to say Stroud because I might be starting him this week. But I think I'd lean Sam Darnold just because I feel like he's been better kind of consistently throughout the season. He's at home. He's gonna have that Monday night crowd fired up behind him. So I'll go Darnold slightly there.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just slightly like I'm not dying. And actually, Mustafa asks, why are people so down on Sam Darnold? It's just like, I mean, in my opinion, it's not just that the Houston defense is like literally one of the toughest matchups, especially for a quarterback. They're like a phenomenal defense. Not only that, but just the way that they're playing offense, they don't really score that many points. They're like pretty, I don't know, like just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with Nick Chubb, and like it seems like they're really bad in the red zone, and it ends up making these games like. Other than the Ravens, it's like 17-14 every game. It feels like 20 to.
Oh, you're talking about Stroud because you said Darnold.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, but no, that is what I'm talking about. Yeah, sorry. I'm saying that like because the Texans' offense on top of their defense being so tough, their offense doesn't help at all because the way that their offense runs, they don't force these other teams to play catch up or.
I see.
So it ends up being these really like terrible games, is what I've noticed for a long time now.
So that's why you're saying you're not usually crazy about starting the quarterback who's playing against the Texans.
Yeah, I mean, like especially when it's a guy like Sam Darnold or something like that, or Bryce Young, or whoever, one of these like flexible guys. It's again, there's gonna be some weeks here and there, but like Seattle's got a good defense too, so I do think that like that's my personal thesis on why you're Sam Darnold's down and why I'm down on anyone playing Houston as of right now.
But you're still going with him slightly over Stroud there?
Still going with him, though. He's just been the better guy. The connection with JSN's been awesome. They're at home, so good enough for me.
And how about my question, Blake? What do you think between Stroud and Bryce Young? Any gut feeling there?
Dude, I'm not afraid to play Bryce Young over him. The Jets haven't been that good. I just like, what's the difference? They don't really bring much with the ground. I think CJ Stroud actually has been running a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think they're just in the same tier, so pick your poison. I will not fault anyone for playing Bryce Young over CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I think that's the way I wanted to go. I think I just needed a little nudge, so appreciate that.
Yeah, but the most confident way I can say is like I have zero confidence that CJ Stroud will actually be better than Bryce Young. I'll feel maybe a little stupid if I play Bryce Young and he's the wrong one, but like I don't care. It's
Yeah.
CJ Stroud's just not been
All right.
reliable.
Hey, I'm fine with Bryce Young. Just made the switch, so
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I was seriously considering starting Bryce Young. Who did I go with? I think I'm starting. Let me check real quick. I had between everyone that people are going to be. Yeah, I chose Penix actually against the Niners over all those guys. So
Yeah, and also Slapsky agrees that the Tet and Judkins side won against that trade we were talking about with like Drake London on the other side. So yeah, nice to have the back in there. But yeah, I mean those are two studs right there. So tough not to love that side. As good as Drake London is as well, of course. Let's see, and then Slapsky says get some chicken wings. I'm not sure which fast food place he's talking about there. And then let's see, Mustafa says, "Oh yeah, I think we answered that about why people are down on Sam Darnold. Yeah, because Sam is good now. Yeah, I mean he's having an unbelievable season. So yeah, people doubted him, but yeah, it does seem like he's kind of him and Daniel Jones. I mean, they've been two big surprises this year at quarterback. It seems like we see like one or two of these guys like every year now.
both from the Vikings, by the way.
Right?
Both from the Vikings last year.
So yeah, I mean, Daniel Jones kind of had the cup of coffee there. Kind of forgot about that.
So that's hilarious. But
yeah, KOC. I mean, hey, it's the new QB factory there.
Mm-hmm. Also, I see Nahal says Western University, so he's in London. So interesting. I didn't know they had Chick-fil-A in London. So that's news to me. And he says, by the way, Chick-fil-A they do have it, but it's closed because it's Sunday. So.
Oh man, yeah, it's a bummer. But yeah, I can't remember if you'd read this, but yeah, he said Nahal says that Popeyes is his go-to 3-piece chicken tender combo. Oh yeah, I think we read that instead of fries.
That's what I just jumped forward on that one earlier.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So here we go. We got a Rico double question finally.
Okay. Perfect.
Well, I think we haven't got any Ricos because he's been so good.
I mean, who's not starting Rico Dowdle? I mean, like I know Chuba Hubbard's back, but like, how do you bench a guy that's just put up like 2 absolutely unbelievable weeks in a row here? Like,
yeah. No, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, look, Mason's an awesome flex play in most leagues.
Yeah.
I'm just going to rock Dowdle and just see what happens personally. I do think that even if Hubbard kind of begins to, whether it's split or even begin to try and take his job back, it probably isn't going to be this week. So I would say just fire up Dowdle and hope for the best. Like, generally, that's what I'm doing. I'm hoping for the best. Because he's been awesome.
I mean, he's looked like a league winner the past couple weeks. I mean, what has he had, like 200 yards both the games? Is that right, Blake? Or
yes. Sorry. By the way, he has had like 200 plus rushing yards and receiving. We completely forgot that dude, by the way. So if you're still here, that dude, sorry about that. I said a few minutes ago, we get him, then we got distracted.
Our bad.
But okay, let's quickly go answer his question here. Get back there. Rest of season, who do we want? Tet, Mike Evans, or QJ? Ooh. Gotta be QJ or Tet. That's tough. That is tough. I mean, QJ... Yeah, QJ's been better. Mike Evans is no joke either, but things are getting crowded there. Tet or QJ is where I'm at. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Gosh, that's so tough. I mean, maybe like right now, I mean, for like the production like this week and the next few, maybe you favor QJ just because, he's basically done it like all season. Whereas like Tet, he kind of just had his breakout game. And even then it was like off the 2 touchdowns. It wasn't like a ton of volume or yardage or whatever. So, I mean, maybe Tet has like the higher ceiling. Maybe he'll be like more the league winner, as we get into the second half of the season here and like fantasy playoffs and everything like that. But overall, I think I'm going to just slightly lean QJ. But man, that is a tough one.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Like, again, especially like these weeks right now matter. Yeah.
It's tough though. That's tough. I mean, It's tough not to say Tet, but man.
Yeah, I mean, also because like Tet did just finally score 2 touchdowns, and it just so happened to be the one week where the volume wasn't there. The volume's been there every
Right.
other week. So, I mean, if you just combine those two, I mean, he's gonna be phenomenal. I think Tet again. I love Nico Collins. I think Tet's like right there rest of the season, in that area. So I mean, I'm very high on Tet. And again, that's considering like maybe it's not this week, maybe it's not next week, but by the time we're in that fantasy playoffs, like yeah, Tet's just gonna be a phenomenal guy.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, could a tiebreaker be that like Ted is just that clear alpha in the offense, number one target, whereas with QJ, you could still kind of make the argument for Lad McConkey, of course, who's awesome. You got Keenan Allen there. You have Rondé Gatson emerging. So, is that the tiebreaker where you'd maybe just slightly lean Ted?
Well, I think those tackles being out could be a good tiebreaker as well. But I think one
Yeah.
thing is that Keenan Allen, again, we've just it's funny because I'm always the biggest like just because he's been hurt before doesn't mean he's gonna get hurt again. Like Keenan Allen has genuinely gotten hurt like every single season after starting hot. So I feel like you can almost count on Keenan Allen at some point falling, and that would be a big bump to Lad and QJ. So I do think there's a lot that can happen for QJ to be better. I actually don't know about their other tackle if he's gonna be coming back, Joe Alt or not.
I believe Joe Alt is out this week. That's what I heard.
I'm just wondering if he's out for the season or not. I actually don't know that. I believe it was like a pretty big injury, but he might be back. So, I mean, like honestly, that might have a decent amount to do. Their O line's like trash without Alt in there. So,
What do you think? If we talked ourselves into Ted, is that kind of what our hearts want to say here?
I God, that like I think that like, answering it like just with how close it is like might be an answer enough of like this is like a coin flip probably. I think I'm actually going to lean QJ simply because he does feel a little more startable right now. I think there's still some things that could go to help him, and he's playing with Justin Herbert over Bryce Young. I feel like that might just be enough for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to imagine like if I own QJ and like this trade offers in my inbox, or okay, I can swap him for Tet. Like, am I doing that? It feels like QJ is just kind of like such a slam dunk right now, whereas like with Tet, it's a little more like I don't know exactly what I'm getting each week. So yeah, I mean it's like 51-49 QJ, but man, that is so close.
Yeah, no, for sure. He also asked, we'll answer that one as well. For this week, pick two. Okay, start Tet, Chris Moore, or Bourne. So yeah, let's just eliminate Chris Moore as we've been doing, and got to be Tet and Bourne there. I think that's an easy one.
I'll go with Tet McMillan here.
Yeah, he said start two. So.
Okay, yeah, Tet and Bourne then. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And then hey, Hash Grower. I wanted to get to this earlier. He says add bacon to the poutine. So I know he was saying he watched Trailer Park Boys. Are you Canadian, Hash? Like you're giving me like you're from like Nova Scotia at least or something like that. I don't know because that's where Trailer Park Boys is. You're probably not from Nova Scotia, but I'm definitely feeling like you're from Canada based off everything you're saying. So let's get a confirmation on that there, Hash. And then, okay, Hash actually has a question. So he says thoughts on Marvin Harrison Jr. this week. Okay, starting Odunze, JMO, Golden, and Keenan. Dan, I'll let you answer this one first because you're the Marvin Harrison guy around here.
Oh yeah, just traded for him in the Listener League, which is a Dynasty league. Yeah, some people thought I overpaid for him, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. I mean, hey, maybe the chat can let me know what they think. They'll probably think I overpaid as well. But basically paid 2 late 26 firsts. I mean, isn't it basically like the number 1 and number 2 team in the league right now in terms of record? It's Seb and Chase.
Yeah, it's me, Seb, and Chase at the top 3 right now.
Okay, so it's 2 of the 3 best teams.
And then Matt's there, by the way. Shout out Matt.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I mean, both Seb and Chase have like awesome records. Yeah. So the 226 first project fairly late. So yeah, I paid those, but I got Marv. I got Joe Flacco, who actually is could be a pretty crucial piece for me because my 2 quarterbacks is a super flex league, start 11, full PPR, tight end premiums 0.75. My quarterbacks are Hurts and Goff. They each have a bye like next week and then the week after. Flacco has a great matchups both those weeks, so he's going to be huge to be able to throw in my super flex spot those 2 weeks coming up here. And I also got two fourths thrown in, one in 26, the other in 28. So yeah, two late 26 firsts for Marv, Joe Flacco, and a super flex, and two fourths.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me know what you think of that. I'm high on Marv. I'm feeling good about him this week. Like I know it's like a tough matchup on paper. I just have a good gut feeling. Like I don't know why. I just feel like Marv's gonna have a big game here.
Okay.
Also, I mean, hey, like Seb just traded him, and now Marv plays his Packers. So
Ooh.
I feel like it's just destiny that like Marv is gonna terrorize the Packers this week, and Seb's gonna say like what the heck was I thinking trading this guy away?
Yeah. I mean, hey, look. Yeah. But my quick hey, let's get some any dynasty guys in here. Let's here. That's the start 11.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that deal? If you got any opinion on that, but anyways, mine was that I'm in the same situation in the league with Trent, and basically ours is like I mean you couldn't put a gun to my head to like trade two firsts for Marvin that one, even if they're late, just because in my mind, hey, maybe you keep a first and you trade a first for Jalen Waddle or something like that. Someone that can help you just as much, but you keep a first in the pocket, someone that can kind of give you, whether it's Waddle or Golden or someone. I mean, maybe that's the way I would go, but Joe Flacco helps for sure, a couple fourths. So, I mean, that's more of like a true dynasty trade than like to me than one where like you're like, okay, that can age well. It can help you a little bit now, and it could age well down the road. It might not be immediate. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just betting on the talent of Marv, what he was as a prospect. I mean, we see like JSN blossoming in year 3 here. I could see a similar kind of career arc for Marvin Harrison. Yeah, both Ohio State receivers as well. So yeah, I just feel like I like the move because it helps me win both now and the future. I think he'll be a stud receiver for a long time. I definitely don't think we've seen the best of him yet. So and I would start him this week. I mean, of course, it depends on your options. So I mean, you listed like 4 players there. I don't know how many you're starting other than Odunze, but I definitely don't mind firing up Marv this week.
He's starting all 4 of them. So
okay, good deal.
Who would you sit for Marv then?
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I mean that is a tough one. I'm starting JMO at home, no doubt about that. So yeah, I mean of course you're starting with Dunze. So yeah, between Marv, Golden, and Keenan, you got to bench one of those guys. Gosh, that is a tough one. I am probably man. I mean I'm gonna start Marv just on my gut feeling. So for me, it's between Golden and Keenan Allen. I'm maybe leaning slightly Keenan Allen, feeling like he's kind of due, and I like that game being a shootout. Although I guess maybe if you're starting Marv, you could just sort of bet on that game being a shootout between like Packers and Cardinals, even if it doesn't like seem like one on paper. But maybe you just kind of lean into that. So yeah, what the heck? Let's go Marv and Golden. I'm just going to bet on that game being some kind of unexpected scoring fest.
What do you mean? Like he's starting everyone but one of those guys?
So I'm saying bet Keenan Allen.
Oh, okay, I got you. And you're starting JMO. Okay, so yeah, I see what you mean. So bench Keenan Allen. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I do think.
I think they're all good options, though. I really don't think you can go too wrong there. Don't have like a strong feeling. But for me, like the decision is between Golden and Keenan Allen. And maybe in a vacuum, I'd lean Keenan Allen ever so slightly. But if I'm starting Marv, like, I'll kind of just go with that, like, bring back correlation.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Like, I don't know, maybe in a redraft, unless I'm down big. But I am starting Keenan Allen in a full PPR over Golden this week. I don't think it's like that easy of a decision. I'm just doing it because it's a great matchup, and Keenan Allen's been solid. So, and I also just need a floor. So, yeah, I mean, I think you could remove. Honestly, I think I would remove Golden over Marvin.
Okay.
Even though that's not like really like that big of a difference to me.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty close. I mean, good question. I don't think you can go too wrong whichever way you go there.
All good options. So
yeah, for sure.
Ooh, Slapsky says the Pack is a huge fan base. Been a fan since the Favre days. Okay. So we got an OG here.
I mean, hey, that, I definitely remember the Favre days. I mean, that's when I started watching football. I mean, pretty much like, Yeah, I mean, it's embarrassing to admit, aging myself, but yeah, I mean, I started watching football in like 1995, so yeah, I definitely remember those
Yeah,
Favre days.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, as a Lions fan, like we hated Favre. I actually though, I mean, I kind of ended up liking Favre a little bit when he went to the Vikings. Like, I don't know, like suddenly, I'm trying to remember why, but. It seemed like everyone kind of turned on him, and then like he became like this like underdog, and he had to prove that he still had it. So, but yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I remember those days though for sure.
yeah, yeah. Hey, I love the stories. That's an Unk story. I don't know if you've been hearing that. The Unks thrown around left
Back
and
in
right.
'95.
Yeah, back in my day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But okay, Nahal says we just got one. I'm not even sure what that's referring to because that could have been from a minute ago. He says I feel like it's gonna be somewhere between a K9 and Charbonnet split. And Dowd will play 70% plus of the snaps. So maybe like Dowdle's going to be similar to the K9 Sharp. Panthers and Seattle splits will be similar. I think that's what
Oh,
Nahal
okay.
said.
Yeah, he's saying the split between Chuba and Dottle will be similar to like Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet.
Yeah, which is kind of like what it was last week. Like Kenneth Walker, for some reason, only played like 30-something% of the snaps. I'm not really sure what's going on there,
That's
but
crazy. Yeah, I didn't really fully realize that. I mean, yeah, I remember he didn't put up a great game, but
yeah,
I mean, Walker can be kind of, hit or miss depending on,
yeah,
sometimes like whether he has a big play or not, or gets in the end zone or has
yeah.
catches.
Charbonnet is not playing good. They're not. Neither of them are catching footballs, which is really, really annoying.
Yeah.
Like they're barely. It's almost a non-factor, which is really annoying for both those
Yeah, that
guys.
sucks.
So, yeah, maybe you basically need a touchdown out of either of those guys, or just a big play. Hash says that's right. He confirms. Okay, he lives in Arizona. I could have swore you were Canadian, especially with the bacon on the poutine. I mean, that's like a staple. Although I will say for the poutine guys out here, whatever, I actually don't really like anything on my poutine. So that's probably like a hot take. People like bacon and all this stuff. Just give me the normal. Give me the regular. I will take the Popeyes Cajun though. That's lethal.
Mhm.
And then, okay, Hash. You see the one we just made a decision there for him or opinion on there. He said his lineups: Jaden Daniels, Rome, Marvin, CMCJT. That's right. He was talking about that earlier.
Mhm.
Fannin and Scatabo, who I think we just told him to get Scatabo in there over Mason.
Yeah.
So that is a deadly lineup. I mean,
Yeah. So I guess he is benching both Golden and Keenan Allen. So I don't think he could start like all but one of
oh,
the list.
yeah, okay, that's right. Okay, yeah, I misread that. So he's starting Odunze, but he also has those other guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So who's your favorite then of that list then? Because it sounds like you can only start one.
I mean, the tough part is like it's very hard to know who to like sit out of them, but it's even harder to know who to start out of those four. Like, man, that's like feels like one where like yeah, you're screwed. You're not gonna pick the right one. I
I mean, if there's one player that I like more than Marvin Harrison, it's my boy JMO.
I
So
dude,
I'm gonna roll JMO slightly over Marv there, but man, like I don't want to bench either of those guys.
here's what I'll say: if you need a like, it's just give me the one. If you need a floor, I'll actually just take Keenan Allen's a great matchup, and hopefully he gets in the end zone. But if I need a ceiling, if I need like a miracle, and I know that, dude, JMO, he's playing Monday night. You're never out of it. He might drop 3 points. He might drop 40. I was saying, if there's one guy you want to be rolling into Monday night with, down 30, it's JMO.
Yeah,
If there's a
right.
guy you want to be up 3 on though,
Yeah,
and your opponent half, it's JMO. So
right. Totally.
use your best judgment there because I do not want to be rolling with JMO needing like 7 points or something. Give me Keenan Allen or someone in there clearly.
Yeah.
So I think that can help.
As a Lions fan, I like JMO at home. I like Goff at home. I just like that passing offense at home. Really like the entire offense at home. They just play well, very well in Detroit there. It should be a high scoring game against the Bucks. You don't have to worry about weather, indoors and everything like that. I mean, if there ever was a JMO game, I feel like this is it.
Like honestly, yeah, I can behind that. If there's a game for anyone on any of those teams, it is this game.
Yeah, I start your Lions. I mean, I know the Bucks are banged up, but yeah, I mean, for the most part, at least Baker and probably Rashad White and Yeah, Buka and Mike Evans if they're playing. Otten if one of those guys is out. Yeah, I mean, start your Lions and Bucks for the most part this week.
Yeah. I mean, that's a really, really fun one. I'd be pretty disappointed if it wasn't a complete like 30-30
Yeah, yeah,
shootout to
I'm definitely
somebody.
hoping. Yeah, the scores are in that range for sure.
Yeah, the Nahal says he has both Hunter and Travion, and these guys are slow killers, burning rot spot. Yeah, two of my favorite rookies coming out.
All right.
Yeah, I mean Travion. I mean Hunter is like one in redraft. I mean I actually picked him up in like even like a 10 man, like my uncle's one. I'm kind of like, doing for him, and it's like only half PPR, which is like very questionable. I don't blame the guy at all for dropping him. I got a quick trigger on him. I might actually just drop Hunter for Bird and see if Bird can do something. But it's one where I think he plays at 8:30 Hunter, so I can kind of do that after the game and maybe pick up
Oh,
kind of have both of them
nice.
if Hunter doesn't go off. But Hunter's at least the numbers have been going up on him. He is, if there was one guy that is like the least efficient per target so far, it is Travis Hunter. His targets are like averaging like 2 yards and like no fantasy points at all. So I mean, if they could fix that, I mean, the number he's been running much more routes, so he's at least been trending the right direction. Nahal. So I mean, maybe that makes you feel a little bit better. But yeah, Travion. Honestly, I don't even know. I'm still trading for him in Dynasty. I'm still even trading him for redraft. I'm willing to trade, especially when I have like good running back rooms. I've been setting up Woody Marks for him and just see if I can catch some fire and get like a 1-for-1 swap basically.
That's
Uh,
interesting.
because I think people would prefer Woody Marks because you can kind of flex him. You can't really flex Travion.
Yeah.
But if anyone's gonna succeed there, I mean, I still think it's Travion. I mean, again, maybe it needs an injury or something. I don't know. I'm just blindly betting on the talent at this point. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
It might
Yeah,
not be
I
right
don't mind
at
that
all.
as a bet. Also, I think there was some report came out that like mentioned the three teams that might be looking to add a running back before the trade deadline. I'm pretty sure the Texans were one of those teams. I'm trying to remember what the other two were now. Do you remember that, Blake? I don't know. Maybe I can look that up. But
Could
I
be
remember the Texans were one of them.
Chiefs. I don't. Yeah, it could
Oh
be
yeah, Chiefs were one, and
Chiefs.
the heck was the other one? Can't remember, but
Yeah,
yeah, but
I
Texans
guess
were
I'm
one
not.
of them. So could be a little risk there as well. Yeah, I don't mind that bet, Blake.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one where it's like, dude, like I don't know how it happens. I don't know what changes, but look,
Well, I mean, we
I
see it every year. Like the
it,
rookies, like get better and they earn
yeah.
more playing time, and they earn the trust of the coaching staff, and they tend to break out later in the season.
Here's my key of why, like, even with Travion being so disappointing, like, I should not want more of them. But I'm lucky because I only had two going in the season with Travion, just because of how much I liked Hunter and Ted and kept taking those guys over him. So I actually have a lot of room to get some Henderson exposure here. So I'm up to 4 now. But Travion, the one thing about him is that I would not, if people were still as high on him or remotely as going in the season, yeah, no, I'm not buying him anywhere to that price. You don't have to, man. Like
Right.
he is like so. I mean, so hated. The Henderson hater or owner probably just like wants to dump him off the roster. So yeah, I mean, I traded in Dynasty Chuba Hubbard in a 27 second to Coda, who's been on the channel before. Played a bunch of leagues with him. He said he felt bad for me giving me Henderson. So like that's kind of where people are at, and I was really happy to do that deal. I thought it was fair, and I'll always bet on Henderson in that
Yeah.
in that situation. So yeah, I do think like actually funny enough, yeah, if you drafted him, it sucks. You gotta hold him in there. I do think he's still a really strong trade candidate as long as it's price adjusted and you're getting the Travion hater price.
But that's a good lesson, though, Blake. We've talked about this before. That is why it is typically good to avoid rookies and redraft that are like going in the early rounds. Let everyone else draft them and get those like first few games that are disappointing, and then like buy them low, like trade for
Yeah.
them, and get them as soon as they're about to break out.
Yeah, I mean you could put a rule. I mean it's tough though, right? Because Genty, it's too obvious to do that with Genty and stuff. But then you look at Hampton, it took 2 weeks and then he's a league winner. Henderson, it hasn't worked out, but if you applied that to Ibuka, I mean you're missing
It's
out.
not a
So
hard and fast rule. It does. I'm not saying like,
yeah,
oh yeah, avoid like every rookie and
yeah.
draft that's going in the
But
first few rounds, like every single
the
time.
higher they
Yeah, you make
go,
exceptions, you use your judgment. But I'm just saying,
yeah,
like, generally speaking, if it's close, like I tend to go more with the veteran in those early rounds.
Yeah, no, and I do agree, by the way. I mean, that's why I actually didn't even end up with Henderson, who I thought was going to be my biggest guy going in. Well, the preseason and all the hype ruined that because I thought he was like a 6th-round pick, going in there. I thought he was an awesome 6th-round pick. I mean, he was going in round 3 in some of my leagues. I mean, there's no way I was taking. The thing is, I don't think I saw him get past mid-round 4, but I still had to actively pass him because JSN was in there in a Superflex league. And guys like that, like I can't just, I agree. You got to take the veteran over there. I fortunately never had like a really tough decision. One where I planned on taking Henderson was Trey McBride just fell to me. So I did get bailed out because I may have taken him in that situation. But rookies often the best picks. But I think the best thing is be more skeptical the higher they go. And as you go down the board, they become better and better picks.
Once you get to those mid and late rounds, like that's when you want to start just like hammering the rookies and looking for that upside, panning for gold.
Yeah, no, exactly. So even though, I mean, I really thought Travion was going to absolutely kill, I kind of got bailed by just people also like really, really drafting him high.
Yeah.
For redraft purposes.
Like I drafted like Kyren Williams over Travion.
Oh yeah.
And like right after I made the pick, I was like, oh man, like should I have just like reached a little and gone Travion? Like I didn't have any dynasty shares, and I'm like oh man, like I'm just gonna have like no exposure to Travion Henderson. Like that, I'm probably gonna like regret that so much. But then I'm like, you know what? Like I took Kyren for a reason, and like sure enough, like Kyren's been really darn good, and that was 100% the right decision.
No, yeah, I mean like that. Yeah, I mean their ADP, number one was really far apart, and I do stand by that. Like, Kyren was a really solid 2-3 turn pick. I mean, I still think he's like James Cook level of disrespect like with what he does. I know he didn't get the hottest start, but he's
been heating up though. So
no, yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about touchdowns too, I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
So. I think that's absolutely
I mean, the people that drafted Travion Henderson in round 3, like I'd love to know like what the average record is for those seasons. Probably not too good.
That's where I was like, dude, like I'm probably like if that reflects sleeper, which it did because he then became a very popular like early round 4th round pick, at least in all my drafts. Was that the ship chasing and ETR and all these big fantasy, FFPC, and all these main events, Travion Henderson was going at the 2-3 turn, and that's where it gets taken way too far because again, you're taking him over James Cook, you're taking him over Kyren Williams, vets that out the gate you can rely on, and can be awesome and score 17 touchdowns. Both Kyren and James Cook have been awesome touchdowns.
Yeah, I remember how like Marv was going in like the late 1st in redraft last year, and like. Dumbest thing ever. And like, I mean, everyone knows like, I really, I seem to be like the big Marv fan here, the big Marv truther. But like, even I was saying like that's just so stupid. Like, you're just going to lose your league if you make that pick.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no way in hell I consider like literally, I mean, even Genty at the 1-2 turn, like there's no way in hell I'm considering that. There's no way I'm considering
that felt risky as well. And it ultimately has worked out, but still like, you may have started out like 1 and 2, or I mean, it was a slow start still. I mean, he eventually got it going.
To me, it doesn't matter what the outcome is. Like, I want to draft a bunch of rookies. I'm going to draft them not with my first 1-2 turn pick because guess what? You had CMC sitting there. People were taking Genty over. You had, whatever. A chain was a big one.
It was there.
Yeah, exactly. Some of these receivers that are smashing. Unfortunately, Neighbors got hurt. Yeah, again, there's just so much. It's so much easier to draft another rookie running back and pray that they're like also awesome. Hey, Scatabo, much later, who by the way is ahead of Genty right now.
Yeah, take Scatabo, Tootin, Woody Marks, guys like that later.
Much harder to find a veteran. Off the top of my head, I think there actually has been a couple this year, but like Javonte Williams or Etienne are like kind of like the only dudes. Dobbins actually a strong one as well.
Yeah, running back. Yeah.
But a lot of those guys do end up fading at the like later in the year, where at least the rookies get better as we go on, so better as late round picks. So anyways, that was kind of our side track, but maybe a lesson for next year for anyone that went a little too nuts on rookie ADP is I mean, even if I love them, it is very hard to draft these guys when all the fantasy pros are rightfully pushing these rookies up. Just sometimes they get a little.
Yeah, and we have Hovid Nuts in the chat. I think that's a new name. Welcome to the channel. He says, "Can you talk about Luke McCaffrey and his usage tomorrow?" And then he says, AJ Brown or Luke McCaffrey.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I think I gotta go AJ Brown. I know I was just making like the anti AJ Brown case when we were talking about him versus Kenneth Walker, but I'll certainly go AJ Brown over Luke McCaffrey. I mean, yeah, I don't particularly love either guy, but I mean, I'll just bet on the talent AJ Brown and start him pretty confidently. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the usage for Luke McCaffrey, I mean, who the heck else do the Commanders have at wide receiver right now other than Chris Moore and Luke McCaffrey?
Noah Brown, and they got a bunch of random.
Noah Brown injured still or no?
I think he was back last game, but I could be wrong.
I'll look that up real quick. But yeah, they don't have much. So, I mean, yeah, Luke McCaffrey hasn't been playing a ton of snaps, but I feel like he has a chance to play more snaps in this game with all the injuries to receivers. So, yeah, he hasn't played more than 39% of snaps in the game. So, I mean, yeah, I could certainly see it being like over 50% this week just out of necessity. But and it is a good matchup, but yeah, I really don't want him unless like I'm absolutely forced to.
No, yeah, he's randomly scored a couple big touchdowns. By the way, yeah, Noah Brown's on IR, so I thought he might have been coming back last week. I was hearing, but I never checked in on that. So he's out. But I forgot Jalen Lane's the obvious one. He's been playing a bunch.
And they signed Treylon Burks. You know, to at least to the practice squad. So I don't know if they're elevating him or not, or whether he might actually play in this game. But you have to look out for that. But I'm not too worried about.
This is the funniest name I've ever seen on a roster like this season. Even crazier than like Chris Moore and all these guys. Robbie Chosen is a Commander. Robbie
Chosen. Yeah, formerly Robbie Anderson.
I don't know how I didn't hear about that. Yeah, anyways, he's on the team. Look, yeah, hey, maybe we're sleeping on Luke McCaffrey. Yeah, look, if you're really desperate, no way I'm starting him over AJ Brown. No way. I will, again, just, if you're thinking about, even if there was a 50% chance, hypothetically, if there's a 50% chance like AJ Brown is a better play than Luke McCaffrey, and I start Luke McCaffrey, and I'm going to go, why did I do that? Again, Luke, you got to start AJ Brown.
So. Yeah, I mean, forget the matchup. I mean, yeah, you're just gonna feel so dumb if you bench AJ Brown and he goes off for a big week, and Luke McCaffrey gives you like 2 catches for 30 yards. Just like, what was I thinking? So yeah, just don't take the bait.
Yeah, look, it's in the range of outcomes. McCaffrey could score, but it is not over 50%. That is for certain. Also, we missed a Luca G who said, welcome there, but he said JMO is scoring this week. So
yeah, I like that call. I would agree.
Yeah. And then, Lucius. Lucius? Is that how you say that?
I think so.
Lucius, let us know. Would you go JMO or Luke McCaffrey? You got to go JMO.
Oh, JMO easily. Easily.
Interesting. A couple Luke McCaffreys out of the blue. We were getting Chris Moore's. Yeah, I mean, look, again, I think the important part is, hey, Luke McCaffrey might just randomly have a good game. He might have a big play, but again, just playing. Probability is far better that Jamison Williams, who actually has been disappointing. But again, this is the JMO. This is the Lions game. This is a game where you want every Lion and Buccaneer active. I mean, this could have nuclear scoring.
Yeah. Here. It was weird. While we were talking about Luke McCaffrey, I just randomly got a sleeper notification saying that someone added Luke McCaffrey off waivers. So just kind of a weird moment of synchronicity there.
Oh yeah, hey, maybe they're watching and they're in the chat. They're
like, hey, yeah, Luke McCaffrey, gotta go and get him. So
yeah, so okay, Alex, Alex, welcome. PPR, Diggs or QJ? I got a little bit of insider info from a league mate in my uncle's league. One of his coworkers was he I don't know, he notices what I've been doing, and like I've been selling players for fab and like then picking someone up, and he's been like kind of picking my brain a little bit, and we've been talking a little bit back and forth. And anyways, he was giving me some insight on the Pats. He said because I sold him Diggs for some fab, a shallower league, and he said Diggs he's a little worried about, because actually I'm playing him this week and he has Diggs in the lineup. He said Diggs was banged up. He's gonna be good to go, but he hates the game script because they're against who's a bad team, Pats versus Titans. It is
Titans, yeah.
So he's afraid that Diggs' snaps are gonna stay around 50%. They're not gonna force him if they're up. I think that's some valid reasons to then tie break over a QJ who's been phenomenal. had one bad week, got hurt. But again, that could be just an eruption game. Kind of an unexpected shootout. I know Chargers have been worse since these injuries have been piling up, but
Yeah.
I got to start QJ personally.
Yeah, I'm going QJ pretty easily there.
Yeah, so glad we can agree on that. Hope that helps, Alex. And hey, yeah, reminder anyone new here, whether we help you or you just enjoy the stream, drop a like, drop a sub. We're gunning for 200 now, Dan.
Hey, let's do it. I mean, I don't know if we've gotten any new subs tonight. I feel like YouTube doesn't do a very good job of like showing like the updated count, but hoping we gained a few here. So yeah, definitely appreciate all the support, but great to see so many questions and comments in the live chat. Great to have everyone here. Do we want to quickly like run through and do a little draft of our favorite flex streamers for the week? You know, kind of like maybe like kind of like a rapid fire. Like we've already talked about a lot of these guys, but just kind of put them in order at least.
Yeah, I mean, we completely forgot to do that. We were got so busy in chat there. We'll do that and keep answering. Let's quickly answer Josh while we're setting this up here.
Yeah, Josh Ryan. Is that a new name, Blake? I don't think I've seen that before.
That's a new guy. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, welcome to the channel, Josh. He says, I got ETN, Javonte Williams, Vidal, Keenan Allen, Pittman, Judy, Bourne. Okay. And then was there a question with that? Or maybe he's still typing it right now. Yeah, let us know. Yeah. Are you looking to try to decide which player to start between those and like how many? Yeah, let us know if you have a specific question there.
All right, so got the draft up. Let me change this to a 12. Let's just draft our top 12 players.
Okay,
here.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we don't have to go crazy with it.
Yeah, to make sure we.
For the sake of time, yeah, because we've been talking forever.
And just also to force us like to really pick our top 12 dudes. Yeah, I don't know, maybe focus on more rather than naming everyone that we like that everyone's asking.
Yeah, most people aren't in leagues that deep where they're even concerned about guys that would be taken in round 2 here.
Yeah. So,
we're gonna say the scoring is let's say a full PPR. I feel like that's kind of the standard these days.
Yeah, 100%.
So we'll say a full PPR, no tight end premium, no other special scoring or anything like that. Just kind of typical league.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, so these are we're gonna draft our favorite flex streamers. Here, Blake, I'll let you have the 101. I had it last week. So, who is your favorite flex streamer? We have a list of guys here. You can look at our text messages, or I don't know if you made a note as well.
Yeah, let me look over the.
Here, let me just like list out the players we're like deciding between though. Here are the names we wrote down like before the stream in no particular order. Luke McCaffrey. I also wrote down Darnell Mooney, Alec Pierce, Kate Otten, Kendrick Bourne, Jaden Higgins, Jalen Noel, Xavier Hutchinson because Christian Kirk is out for the Texans. Tez Johnson, Sterling Shepard, Cameron Johnson. I don't know if we're really considering him. Whittington and Tutu Atwell in the Rams with Puka out. Alec Iomanner on the Texans. The 2 Cardinals running backs, Bam Knight and Michael Carter. Emmanuel Wilson, and we'll say him like under the assumption that Jacobs is out, but obviously we don't know that for sure yet, but we'll rank him with the assumption that Jacobs is out. And then you got the Chargers running backs, Vidal and Haskins. Van Jefferson kind of randomly had a week and last week for the Titans, and Calvin Ridley's out again, or is out completely this week. And then, if you're really desperate, you got the Jets receivers with Garrett Wilson out. So that'd be like Josh Reynolds, Tyler Johnson, Alan Lazard. Mason Taylor could have a big week. He should be the number 1 target for the Jets. And then you have some tight ends like Michael Mayer filling in for Bowers. Had a good game last week. Same for Aranda Gatson coming off a good week. Juwan Johnson has cooled off. Tajay Spears is healthy, starting to get some touches. And Kayshon Boutte. So a lot of players there.
Yeah, long list of players there, so lots to pick from. Also, we got a couple questions here while we're doing that,
we can tackle those first.
Josh Ryan puts his question there to his players earlier. Says, I was just wondering who you think he should start. Got 2 running back slots and 2 receiver slots.
Okay.
Assuming then that's of all the players he just listed.
Yeah, so we'll assume this is a full PPR. Let us know if it's not, but you got to start Javonte Williams as one of the running backs. Mm-hmm. And then what do you think, Blake, between ETN and Vidal? Just go with ETN?
Got to go ETN, yeah.
Yeah, just go with the sure thing, but I could see how you'd debate it, though, after the monster game Vidal had, but it was a great matchup against the Dolphins.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not as good of a matchup. I do think the game could be higher scoring, but also the Chargers, it seems like a report came out that they really just rode the hot hand with Vidal, so that could change week to week.
Yeah, look, Etienne's been a sure thing. Yeah, there's a chance Vidal outscores him, but more often than not, you got to go with Etienne there, right? So.
Yeah, and then for the two wide receivers, what are you thinking here? So he's choosing between Bourne, Judy, Pittman, Keenan Allen. I mean, Pittman's cooled off a little bit. Judy's been awful. Obviously,
Yeah.
Bourne has been hot. Keenan Allen got off to the hot start like Pittman did, but also has cooled off. What are you thinking here, Blake? I mean, I feel like Judy we can probably eliminate.
No chance I'm considering Judy.
Yes, and then he's been awful and the bad weather, so forget Judy.
Yeah. I don't even know if he's had a game this year, maybe one, but yeah, Pittman, Keenan, Bourne, interesting. Yeah, Pittman's.
I don't mind kind of that logic of like I was saying earlier with like kind of the players like playing against each other, kind of like that bring back strategy in best ball. I don't mind going Pittman and Keenan Allen, but man, I mean, tough to bench Bourne after what we've seen, even with Kittle coming back.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be very because if you do that and it's a bad game, I mean, you might completely ruin your matchup. Sure, I could go the other way around, but again, I'm not really concerned unless I'm a big underdog. Then maybe that's something I'm considering. Yeah, Pittman's been good other than last week against Chargers. I think just off what Pittman's been doing, I'd have to throw him in. I mean, he's been basically red hot minus a week.
Also, no Josh Downs this week, so I think I'm going Pittman and Bourne, but it's close.
Got to go Pittman. I'm gonna go otherwise though. I am gonna go with stay in the same game. I'm gonna go with Keenan Allen. Bourne has been awesome. No, but Mac Jones is playing. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bourne. Mac Jones is playing. That's right. Gotta go Bourne. No Pearsall back. Yeah, I agree. But Keenan Allen again is a strong play, so he's really tempting me there.
So we'll say Pittman and Bourne.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good 2-2 there. Hopefully that works out. Hopefully you agree with that, Josh.
And Hash says top 12 subscribers next. that would be an interesting draft. But it's a funny comment.
Hey man, maybe we get to that point where we have 12 subs now. But
it's not so big a favorite. I love all the people that we've met through this channel, and I mean just seems like a lot of cool guys out there. So we've really appreciated connecting with all you guys.
Yeah, a ton of awesome guys. And hey, speaking of one, KMX says, "Yo, what's up?" So hey, welcome back, KMX.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, another guy from last stream. A lot of awesome guys from last stream, especially that are checking in tonight as well. Glad to see y'all.
Great to see you.
Hey, so yeah, you're catching us right in time, KMX. We got our this week's version of our Flex streamers. We've been answering a bunch of questions. Ooh, and you said it from the start. Born to auto start with Mac Jones, and I don't know if we were saying this we don't. I don't think we said this on
2 weeks
last
ago.
Saturday. But I completely overlooked the fact that these guys were teammates in the Patriots. Like, I don't know how that went over my head. It makes so much sense.
No, we did. We did talk about it last Saturday, but we didn't talk about it 2 weeks ago, before Bourne. We talked about it last week.
We did talk. Okay, gotcha. I couldn't remember because I remember I had Kendrick Bourne on our last stream as with Augie as the guest. Whatever, say my name. I thought we were talking about it there. Interesting. Okay, so. Yeah.
Well, it came up again, but but I'm pretty sure we were talking about it last Saturday when we were doing because I think I mentioned it when I picked Bourne at the 101 last Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then I mean, extremely strong start.
So what do you think? Are you sticking with Bourne here at the 101, or is there someone else that you're thinking about? I mean, would Emmanuel Wilson be over him if we're assuming Jacobs is out? Is anyone else?
Yeah.
Giving Bourne a run for his money here.
Yeah, there's some very strong ones. It sucks because a couple of my favorite potential full PPR flexers are actually tight ends too, which feels a little odd. I mean, some of these guys. I mean, it's tough to know what to do with Mason Taylor because, he almost could be a little bit cheating on this. He's I think he's one that a lot of people want to know if they can play him though. So I think he does certainly qualify in here. But man, Bourne. I think the only other guy that might be an obvious one to overtake Bourne would be Emmanuel Wilson. Just If you can be the workhorse in Green Bay there, catch a couple balls, maybe fall in the end zone.
Yeah.
That was my guy though that I was thinking before getting up here. So, Atlanta's a really tough matchup. I don't think that really matters, to be completely honest.
Uh,
Yeah, they've
what
been a
about?
top defense.
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to, kind of give you any like suggestions here, but I mean, Io Manor kind of sticks out as well. I guess he hasn't had like a massive week yet, but it kind of feels like
No, he
might
could
come
be.
in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm even interested with the Rams receivers. Look, assuming, okay, because I don't know that Josh Jacobs is gonna play, I'll have to and just to have Bourne as our 101 2 weeks in a row, I'll go with
Okay.
Bourne. If I
Yeah.
knew that Josh Jacobs is out, I probably actually start I like Iron Man or if I have to make that decision over him, and therefore over Kendrick Bourne. So I think Emmanuel Wilson would be my 101 barely if
If
Jacobs
you
is
knew
out.
for sure Jacobs was out.
Yeah. So but because I don't know that for sure,
Wait, do the Packers play at 3 Central?
they do play 3 Central. What time does that
Oh,
work?
but wait, Bourne plays the Sunday night game. So I guess you could wait and see.
Yeah. So I mean, I just don't have the information picking right now, so I'll have to go with Bourne.
Yeah. All right. So, and then with Kate Otten, what do we want to assume for that? Do we want to assume that, like, want to say like one of Mike Evans and Ibuka's out, but one of them plays?
Yeah, I think that's a fair guess.
Probably the most realistic outcome,
Because I
right?
do think Mike Evans plays, and I'm really scared Ibuka's not going to, but you never know.
Yeah.
They could both. So
Yeah.
I would consider the fact that both of them could play, though. I do think it's really strong that one will play.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could make a case for Otten, Io Manor, Emmanuel Wilson, even like, I mean, even Vidal. I mean, what if Vidal just like does it again? You know what I mean? We do think it could be a high scoring game. But yeah, if pressed, like I think I'm gonna go Emmanuel Wilson. I just think he's gonna be like the main running back there for the Packers. So let's go Emmanuel Wilson 102 here.
Yeah. I mean, look, if Jacobs is out there, it's really hard to get a player like that in offense like that.
Yeah.
I don't know that we have too much evidence. I just know that when we've seen Emmanuel Wilson out there, it must be with one.
He's looked good. Yeah, I mean,
he has looked good.
Yeah, and he, I feel like he's a good like patient runner. It seems like his like vision's pretty good, and also he has like some kind of sneaky long speed that he can like rip off like a big run. Kind of like when you least expect it. He's just kind of a sneaky kind of player. So I would definitely like him.
Yeah.
If Jacobs was out.
Yeah, he's 100% really strong play. And then let's quick catch up here. Josh says was wondering if Ertz will play. And yeah, someone mentioned something with that. I didn't realize that he was maybe like a potential like truly questionable. So yeah, I can't even comment on that. I don't know if you have any information on that, Dan. Or...
I mean, I'm pulling up right now. I mean, I don't own any Ertz, so I didn't even realize like he was banged up. But yeah, I see he's listed as questionable. Blurb on Sleeper here says Ertz is expected to play week 7. I don't know if there's like a legitimate source attached to this or if this is just some like AI BS.
Normally Sleeper's pretty good with those. They just they're good with just like putting what's actually there, doubtful or whatever. And
fair enough. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have like a backup plan. I don't know. I guess like a Luke McCaffrey or Chris Moore kind of type, but I think you can probably count on Ertz if you need him.
Yeah, I would agree. K-Max says his Dynasty team got a lot better as well since the last time we talked. He traded Goddard and Scat, and bench pieces for Bowers and DK. And then flipped DK into Olave. Okay, I like that. I mean, I'm a big Olave guy. Although I was making a good case for DK in the offseason here at one point. And then dude has Bowers is 2 and 4. Yeah, I mean, look, Bowers has been actually a guy that I don't think Dan and I own like any of because there's no way we're buying him, especially like this offseason at he was basically the second player non-quarterback off the board in every startup. I mean, it was either him or like Jefferson at the second one, and oftentimes in these tight end premiums we're playing, it was Chase and then Bowers. So yeah, no way we were buying him there. Whether it's lucky or not, he's got hurt. But hey, I mean, I don't know what the price would be, but you said Goddard and Scat. Yeah, hey, I'm buying Bowers for that. As much as I love Scat and as good as Goddard's been, I mean, hey, maybe I need to send out some offers. I like that. Does that interest you at all? By the way, just in general, getting some Bowers. I'm assuming you like that deal.
It's so tough. I mean, it's so hard to let go of two players like Goddard and Scatabo that have just been like unreal lately. I mean, they've both been like league winning type of players. So, man, like that is not easy. But I mean, in the bigger picture, to turn them into Brock Bowers. I mean, I don't know what the tight end premium is in your dynasty league, Camex. So
That's
I
the
mean, let us
key.
know.
Yeah, hopefully it is at least a .5 premium.
Yeah, I mean, if it's at least like a point 0.5 tight end premium, I'd be good with that. I mean, that could look really, really smart in the big picture. I mean, Goddard's like in his what, like, pushing 30 almost. And I mean, Scatabo, I mean, he's still like a day 3 draft capital kind of running back. I mean, we don't know exactly how long it's going to last. He's got a kind of reckless running style, which everyone loves, but, So, I mean, man, love those players. Be tough to give them up, but, I mean, heck, you also get DK Metcalf, then you flipped him into Olave, so
One
yeah, I
point
like those.
premium. 1 point premium, he says. So yeah, easy.
Oh wow!
Easy
Oh,
Bowers.
we got to do that. Then.
And,
Yeah,
and Goddard's been awesome. I mean, hopefully he keeps it up for the couple Goddards we got. But I mean, also it's very hard for him to sustain what he's been doing. He's also randomly been getting a lot of touchdowns, which he's already actually. By the way, crazy stat. So far, 6 games in the season, he's tied his career best for touchdowns. So
oh my god!
Just to give an idea, and he's old. So just to give an idea of how hot he's been.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean he probably is actually a good sell high candidate. We get him for Bowers into him.
I mean, it's crazy like how the Eagles are using him like when they get in close at like the goal line. Like they've been giving him like all these like shovel passes. Yeah. I mean, it's like the new tush push. It's just like this like cheat code. Apparently, like when they get in on the one there. I mean, you gotta love it if you're a Goddard owner, which I am in a couple of dynasty leagues.
Yeah, with that in the range of outcomes now, hey, that's better than that play not existing. So yeah, I don't know if they keep doing that or not. It kind of feels like one that could be easily exploited by a defense, but as long as they keep doing it, I'm loving it. So yeah, and hey, Gang Green, new viewer I believe, says
welcome to the channel.
Yeah, he says he likes Whittington too. For this week with Puka out. Yeah, I mean, hey, we're the biggest Whittington guys out here. So.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been stashing Whittington on at least like 2 or 3 dynasty leagues ever since I took them. So
yeah,
I mean, I don't even think I'm starting them anywhere this week. So I mean, but I hope to see something. I mean, I hope eventually this pick pays off. I mean, at some point I might just have to like cut him if he never ends up producing. But yeah, we do like Whittington, so hopefully he shows something this week.
Yeah, hey, I'm firing him up. I kind of on a rebuilder though, so
okay.
I got he's the best option. I got to throw him in there. I got to upset the guy, but
you got to pull up the upset.
Dan famously was talking me into Whittington, and I was like, nah, he's a 24-year-old guy, 6th round pick, and then there was a point where I just got 50% exposure to Whittington and never looked
back. You just flipped one day, you read some, I don't know if it was some tweet or article, but I remember something
an article
just changed your mindset, and then all of a sudden okay, yep, I'm in on Whittington now. Yeah. And I think it said he was looking good or something. I don't know.
It was some article, and then you had dropped you just so happened to drop 1 or 2 to free up some
right, because I figured okay, no one's gonna pick him up because it seems like no one knows who the hell this is.
Yeah.
And then you had just read that up. I was planning on getting them back. It was just a temporary drop, so
yeah. No, that was funny because that really helped. And then you were beefing him up, and I was like, holy crap, he's available in a lot of leagues still. I gotta get something.
Now you like Whittington, huh?
Yeah. So we're big Whittington guys. Hash says, little Sunday check-in tomorrow. He asked with hope in his voice. So, I mean, we haven't done a Sunday check-in. I mean, it's an interesting idea. I don't know if people watches the thing of the games. I mean, Ash, if you'll watch, I mean, hey, it might be a good enough reason for us to test it out. I don't know, Dan, what you're doing though.
Yeah, I mean, I hate competing with the Europe or London game or whatever going on. So I don't know if it's worth it, but I mean, hey, if enough of you want us to stream and you would actually tune in, let us know. So I mean, if there's a demand to it, I could certainly be talked into it. So yeah.
I think he means during the games and stuff. So I don't know. Let us know, Ash. We're open. We're open if that's something you like. We could always try it out.
But yeah, I mean, let us know, guys. Just what do you think are like the best days for us to stream? Like, when would you watch? Um, yeah, what do you guys prefer? I mean, right now we're kind of on the schedule of we've kind of settled into the schedule of streaming Wednesday night and Saturday night. Seems like it's been working out pretty well. But yeah, we're open to trying new things. So let us know.
Yeah, and then Edson checked in. Actually, he was in a few minutes ago. We're slow catching up. He says, "What's up? Still going strong? Absolutely." I mean,
Oh yeah.
Edson, I think you've been here 2 streams. You already know we were absolute demons here at what is it, 1:34 Eastern.
Yeah.
Still going strong. People got their questions answered. We got fantasy to yap about.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, hey, good to see you back. You're reminding me of Jacob, who I was telling this one of the last streams how I think when we had Jacob on last stream, I was saying, hey, Jacob one time went to the movies. Like he was in the stream chat. He went to the movies, did his grocery shopping, this and that, whatever, and then he came back and we were still streaming. And then he kept talking to me and went on for like an hour or two after.
And also, I mean, there kind of a similar story is it was another recent stream where finally I'm just like, okay, I got to go to bed, right? But Blake decided to go solo for a bit, and like I had it on the background just as I was kind of like getting ready for bed and like doing different things, and eventually, like Blake, you started like saying some things that I was disagreeing with, and I'm like, all right, I got to like come back on the stream. So I ended up like coming back on the stream, like I mean, it must have been like an hour plus later, I feel like. And we ended up going for like I feel like 5 or 6 hours that night. So yeah, I mean, hey, it's like marathon streams here. I mean, we go the distance.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we only get we only are streaming like Wednesdays and Saturdays, so we make the most of it.
Yeah, we'll make them count.
Hey, Josh says he subscribed, so yeah, hey, appreciate you.
Let's go. Thank you.
And then I think we skipped some stuff here. Okay, so Scat, going to be a top 10 running back. Yeah, look, it's hard in that Bowers trade to give up Scat. I mean, he's definitely not a guy I'm looking to trade away, but again, Brock Bowers, especially in a 2 PPR, I mean, that's a very, very good deal. Again, just looking around the future, that's one where, I mean, unless he's one of the biggest disappointments, basically unless he's Kyle Pitts, you're going to be pretty happy.
I mean, he's just injured. I mean, that's the issue. And like, I mean, I do have some concern that it could like linger this season, but it's probably worth a gamble in a dynasty league. I mean, in a redraft league, like I'm not like necessarily going on my way to trade for Bowers, but in a dynasty league where tight ends are getting 2 points per catch, like I'll roll the dice on that.
Oh yeah. Well said. 100%. Yeah, redraft, much more skeptical, but in Dynasty, you can make things work with your lineup. So, K-Mix says, and his running backs are Bijan and Gibbs, so he's got some good backs anyways to fill around his Scatabo loss.
Then that sounds pretty good.
Oh yeah, and he also adds he's 5-1. Hey, you got Higbee for next week's replacement, dude. I've been waiting to fire up Higbee in a league all year, and I actually had the chance to do it, and I played some terrible player. It actually cost us the week. Like it was a start 11 where we had everyone injured. Like Drake London was in Mooney were on bye week. Actually, no. Mooney was out is what it was, and Drake London played. And I had a chance. I literally had Higbee in the lineup. And then when it came to Saturday night or Sunday morning, I took him out, and I forget who it was for. It was the guy scored like 3 points or something. So,
dude, those last minute lineup changes never work out.
Yeah,
never good.
Dude, I wanted to play Higbee so bad too. Like at some point, like because he is the best. Like you are so down bad, and it's a 2 PPR tight end premium, just like K-Max's league. Just to get 4 catches out of him. It's like actually a good week, potentially. And maybe he scores. And I think he did exactly that. So, mad at myself on that one. Looking forward to the future, 100%. I definitely agree. That's a 1,000,000% something I do. And then, hey, you even got a DK and Olave. Yeah, a lot of people don't really like Olave, even with all the target stuff like that. I get it. But I don't know. He's one of those players. Him and Breece Hall, too talented. They're so cheap in Dynasty to build like you can construct a roster around them. They barely cost you anything. I mean, yeah, if those expected fantasy points turn into real ones, their situations change. I mean, they're two of my favorite guys. You know, hard to sometimes build. Sometimes hard to have them on the roster if you have holes other places. But as long as you don't, awesome guys to have. Okay, and KMX with another comment says, well, he'll say, though, his team looks like this now. May, Bijan, Gibbs, JSN, Odunze, Bowers, Olave, and then Colts, Falcons defense. So really, really strong lineup. This is that 18 team league, Dan.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
That, yeah, from last Saturday. He had, 18 team league. So really stacked roster. Hash says, maybe in between the last afternoon games and the start of the Sunday night game. Yeah. You know, we thought about doing that last year, Dan, right? The check-in stream?
Yeah, I think we did it. We ended up doing it like once. Like there was like one Sunday where we did like the instant reaction. I mean, obviously like our channel was like, not like a fraction of the size or views like, that we're getting today here. So yeah, I don't think too many people tuned into that. Maybe it'd be a different situation now. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm sure everyone's different. Maybe I'm in the minority, but like personally, like on Sunday, I'm watching like so much football. To me, it almost just seems like excessive to like on top of like all the football I'm watching. It's like, okay, now like in between the games, like I gotta like tune into like a fantasy stream. I mean, hey, like maybe some people are out there are that hardcore. Like, much respect. Like, I appreciate it. Like personally, me, like I'm not looking to like watch fantasy content on Sunday, but I don't know. What do you think, Blake?
Well, yeah. I mean, speaking for me, I just normally am watching football. I agree, but hey, Hash. I mean, hey, he's asking for it. I'm down. I'm down to try it. Whether it's this.
Oh yeah, I mean, we could definitely try it sometime. I mean, hey, if people tuned in, like I would definitely be down to do it. So yeah, just because like I don't like watch fantasy content on Sunday. I'd be happy to do it if people watch. So yeah, maybe we'll try it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we'll give it a shot. I mean, do you want to try it tomorrow? I don't know what.
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll talk about it. But yeah, definitely everyone out there, make sure you hit the notification bell because then you'll be notified anytime we go live. So if we do end up streaming on a day that we don't normally stream. You'll get that push notification on your phone.
Yeah. Hey, also a preemptive little call here to shout out. Discord's in the making right now. We got the 100 subs. But yeah, hey, we want to get in contact with you guys, especially when the Michael Carter news, Bam Night news breaks. Everything you need to know. Come on, I mean, what could be more important? And hey, it helps. I mean, you guys got maybe some last minute decisions too. Maybe we do. We could talk it over. But yeah, we have a bunch of great guys in the listener league. You guys can. Some of them already was connecting from the list with Seb, I think, from the listener league.
So it would be cool to just be able to get everyone in one place where we can all like talk fantasy and Dynasty and start sit decisions and whatever. Even in the times where we're not actually live streaming. So I think that'll be really cool. So like we'll probably be. Drop the link for that probably like in our next stream. We hope a lot of you guys join the Discord. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that'll be ready to go for next stream. So excited about that. And yeah, I mean, hey, we got you guys that are watching the channel. Like we got a bunch of other guys that we like playing fantasy with and have met through our Dynasty leagues and stuff. That I mean, whether it's even maybe. I mean, some of those guys love filling in and answering questions and stuff like that. Whether it's even us talking like a lot of ball talk, fantasy.
Yeah, and a lot of smart guys. I mean, just I mean, especially like in the listener league, and so yeah, I'm sure a bunch of those guys are going to join the Discord, and I mean, even just like in the league chat of the listener league. I mean. People are always asking questions in there, and there are always like a ton of like instant responses and people like weighing in. Great discussion. So it's gonna be really fun to bring that over to the Discord, so that way everyone else can experience that as well.
No, yeah, exactly. So great place if you guys like the stream to be in there, and just a great way to be in contact with you guys and talk more than the stream and whatnot.
Yeah, and hey, Camex says I join 100%. So
Oh,
hey, glad to hear it. So yeah, look out for that. We'll definitely be putting that link out soon.
yeah, we'll definitely have that ready for next stream, and yeah, across the next whatever for moving forward, we'll definitely have that linked in the chat, all that good stuff, so
Yeah.
you guys can join
Also,
there.
we haven't promoted this in a while, and I've been really bad about tweeting, but we do have an X account at Dynasty Savvy, and if a bunch of you guys follow us on X, I will be motivated to tweet more often. And so I'll tweet out just interesting takes and updates, maybe do some like retweets of interesting stats and things I come upon. And yeah, I can like put the link to the Discord there as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even like tweet like if we're about to go live or just things about our schedule and stuff. So should be good information. But yeah, follow us on X at Dynasty Savvy.
Yeah, super pumped for that in the Discord and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Hash, I'm streaming from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Dan,
Yeah, and I am in northern Michigan, near Traverse City.
there you go. So yeah, we were first here. We got representing multiple
Yep.
nations. And then also, I just see there's a new, I believe a new guy in here. It's getting hard to keep track sometimes, especially some
Right.
people have the same name or something.
Right.
Julian Ramirez, I believe
Yeah,
he's
welcome to
new.
the channel.
Henderson, Pollard, and Pacheco has to start to look for me. I see Pacheco. I see an auto sit. I know Pollard's been bad, but what do you think?
I mean, Pacheco does seem like to be trending up, though. I mean, slowly, but
Let me check in.
did have one of his like better games of the season. Like it seems like the Chiefs are giving him more touches. It seems like he's kind of starting to take over that backfield a little bit, and he's looked pretty good. I mean, Pollard just feels like useless right now. It's not even a good matchup, and now Spears is back healthy. To me, it's easily sit Pollard, start Henderson and Pacheco. I mean, yeah, I don't feel like amazing about Pacheco. And Chiefs play the Raiders. I'm going Henderson and Pacheco.
I mean, hey, look, but I'm following your own logic. Like Pollard's been the better player. I mean, Pacheco's been awful. Like he has like one week that you're not like extremely disappointed with. The snaps have been going up though.
The difference is Pollard is trending down, Pacheco is trending up. So I'm gonna get ahead of that, and I'm gonna start Pacheco over Pollard. I mean, Pollard feels like you're gonna get 9 carries for 27 yards and no touchdowns, and maybe get 1 catch for 3 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. I think maybe, I don't know. Yeah, New England probably runs through Tennessee.
You're going to get like 4.3 fantasy points for Pollard. I'll predict it right now. I don't do projections, but hey, I'll give you a spontaneous live projection right here. Tony Pollard's going to give you 4.3 points. I don't think Pacheco's going to be a ton better, but I think he could double that. I think he'd give you like 8.6, maybe like 11.
That's about what I was going to say. I was like, look, Pollard might score 4 to 6 points, but Pacheco might score 6 to 8. So hey, look.
Exactly. So I'll take 6 to 8 over 4.
Yeah, it's whoever you think's going to score a touchdown, I guess. But those are.
I mean, the Titans have got to have like the worst offense in the NFL. Like Pollard is not particularly likely to score a touchdown. I think Spears is going to be used more and more. To me, it's an easy decision. I'm actually starting Spears over Pollard in a league.
Okay.
I wish I didn't have to start either, but I mean, full PPR league. So yeah, Pollard, you got to be really desperate to start Pollard this week.
Here's the one thing I'll say that could be slightly overlooked is that if this matter, I think this is the only way that either of them matter, and this is why maybe Pollard has at least a chance, is that Pollard will actually get like the goal line carries probably. Pacheco's not. Kareem Hunt is getting all the goal line work. So, like, the one way that Pacheco's probably good, he's not even getting that work. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Pollard is not scoring a touchdown. I mean, like, that's your only prayer. But like, how many touchdowns are the Titans going to score? Like, it's not. They're going to be lucky to score like 1 touchdown in this game. I mean, they're so bad. Hey, Camex agrees with me. He says Pacheco got 70% of the touches in the Detroit game. I think you have to start Pacheco. I agree.
All right. I'll capitulate. I don't think he's scored a touchdown.
Right. Hey, I mean, feel free to disagree, but
Yeah, he does have a receiving touchdown on the season, but
Julian says, "Thanks, guys. That's what I was thinking." Yeah. And then he says, "I'm in a crappy situation with my running backs." LOL. Yeah. I mean, ideally, you wouldn't have to be starting either Pacheco or Pollard. Definitely not a great situation to be in. I mean, maybe looking at doing a trade if you have extra depth at like receiver or tight end, heck, even quarterback. So
Get
yeah,
Pollard and make sure Pollard and Pacheco are not your. I mean, that is just that is just.
yeah. I mean, it's a little brutal. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, hopefully that if that's hopefully that's like the weakest spot on your lineup. Hopefully you're strong and other places to make up for it.
I'm praying for you, man.
Hey, Kamek says I can't relate. LOL. Yeah. Well, what Kamek says? What Bijan and Gibbs, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Julian says he's got
Oh,
Henry
he
on
has
bye.
Derrick Henry on a bye. Okay, fair enough. So
Makes
yeah.
sense.
So normally you don't have to start. You don't have to count on either Pacheco or Pollard. So that is good.
Yeah, man, Pollard's been disappointing though. Honestly, he was like really hard. Dude, in Dynasty, it's like you got to send 2 seconds for him if you want to get him in a deal. And man, thank God, I was actually trying to get him in a couple leagues where I could use a back. Thankfully, no one. I was trying to flip JCM into him for with Seb, and they were demanding that we add some fourths and stuff because here was his logic because we like stole JCM technically off him because it was before all the hype. They needed that fourth back to like it made no sense. They're like, we need that fourth back because we gave it to you and the thing. And like, no, that's not how that works.
That was interesting logic they're applying there.
And what's even funnier now is actually, even though I haven't owned JCM because I traded him basically for Fannin in a deal after like week 1. Mm-hmm. Seb's been like trying to get him off me. I don't even own him, and I'm like, dude, I don't have JCM anymore. But anyways, a good lesson though. If you want to get a deal done, like that's not how that works. Like, if you want a JCM, he could have had. I think we were adding something on top. Seriously, like we were like, hey, take a fourth or something. No, or I think we wanted 2 fourths. He wanted that fourth extra back, whatever on top we were offering. He wanted. I mean, I'm sure he'd be happy to have JCM over Pollard now. So good lesson. Don't get greedy. Don't be adding stuff on from previous deals. That's not how fantasy works.
Yeah. And then Julian says, it is for sure my weakest spot. Glad to hear that. And then Kamek says, I'll give you Bam Knight and Condre Miller for Derrick Henry. You better take it before the deal goes away. Well, hey, like we might have a live trade here across fantasy leagues.
It seems like are they in the same league or something? They might be.
No, I think Kamek is just kind of being funny there. So definitely a funny comment there.
Well, there's one thing to lead me to believe that though. KMX just says like I can't relate, which is interesting because like I don't know. I mean, I highly doubt they're in the same league, but I'm not.
Yeah, and then Julian said, "Why do you think I can possibly? What do you think I can possibly get if I was to trade away Henry? What running backs can I possibly trade for?" Good question. Yeah, and then I don't know what your record is, Julian, but if you have a losing record, not a bad idea to explore that this week with Derrick Henry on a bye.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you only got like what? You have like T-minus 11, 10 hours, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully in your league, the trade's like process instantly. But hey, I mean, you can take a shot at it. But where does your mind go, Blake? Like, I mean, Henry, honestly, he hasn't been amazing this year, but he is coming off the 100-yard game. Do you think you could? What kind of running back do you think you could realistically get for him? And who would you be targeting?
I think the issue is like I don't know if you can get a running back good enough for him. Like, there's no way you're getting like Scatabo and stuff. Man, I mean, it'd be awesome to find a way to like do that. Here's the thing.
You can try though. I mean, if someone thinks like they're selling high on Scatabo and he's got bad draft capital and maybe Tracy's role starts to grow, getting back healthy. I mean, it's unlikely, but I mean, if someone just believes that in like Derrick Henry, just a year in year out stud, I mean, you could try it.
Yeah, K-Max says Judkins is coming back game. I feel like I doubt you could do that, but if you could, I would 100% do Judkins. So good call.
That's a great one because he's coming off the bad game. So I mean, that's a great call. Yeah. I would definitely do it for Judkins.
JCM. I'd keep Henry, just because Derrick Henry. Yeah, he can heat up. Here's the thing. I think that was we were really low on Derrick Henry last week, but we saw some pretty. I'm changing my kind of outlook on Derrick Henry for right now. They just force-fed him the ball like 25 times or whatever. So
yeah, and for the record, I mean, I wasn't low on him. I mean, like I had my doubts, but when it came time to like game time in the one league where I had Derrick Henry, I mean, I started him over. I mean, not amazing options, but I mean, I started him over like Kamara and just like the Alec Pierces and Keyshawn Bouttes of the world. Full PPR league. I mean, I did have some concern that Henry would just give me like a 10 carries for 30 yards, like no touchdowns, no catches kind of game. But ultimately, like my gut was just telling me, like when I had him on my bench, it just felt wrong. And I'm like, I bet he has a good game out of nowhere here. And sure enough, he did.
Yeah. I mean, you got to play him still over these like random, like receiver
Yeah.
guys. But when we thought Michael Carter was the starter, I believe we were saying all night to do Carter, which I would still like. Just I mean, I think Carter.
Yeah, I probably was saying that last Saturday, but come Sunday morning, like I was just like Derrick Henry on my bench just felt so wrong, and like I was feeling differently when it came time. When the rubber, met the road there. Like I was feeling, you know what, I probably need to start Henry.
No, it wouldn't have mattered anyways because then we got the information change on Carter. But
Yeah.
that actually would have been an interesting one because Henry had a really good game, but maybe if Carter got more work, he actually it would have been an even matchup. But yeah, I think that was a really intriguing way that they used them. Just like it's Henry or we're losing, like it's Henry or nothing. Cooper Rush isn't doing anything, so I honestly, Lamar comes back and their defense can get healthy. Look, Derrick Henry, you just might want to hold on to him. It's a tough call, right? It just depends. Can you get a Judkins for him? If not, like if you can't get anyone you like as much as a Judkins, I'm probably keeping Henry, and I doubt you can get a deal off in 10 hours while people are sleeping. I mean, could be wrong.
Yeah.
On that one.
Yeah, other than Judkins, I don't feel like there's like an obvious upgrade that you could like realistically get.
He does say he has a receiver depth, so yeah. I mean, if he could add a receiver in though, there's plenty of options. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if you were willing to add like a really good receiver, could you kind of like maybe buy a little low on like a Gibbs or something like that? Who just like hasn't been like quite as good as like Bijan and CMC and guys like that. So I mean, Gibbs could be kind of like a good buy low, depending on like what kind of receiver you can add to it.
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of options if you're willing to add a receiver. I mean, you know all the guys better than Henry. Pick your one that's kind of the favorite. We'd probably get behind it as long as it's. Again, we kind of like these ones in redraft where, hey, if you're just getting the best player in the deal, as long as it's not killing your lineup.
Assuming it's a shallow redraft league, like start 7 plus kicker defense. Usually just want to get the best player in the deal.
Yeah, KMX confirms they're not in the same league.
Yeah,
I thought the I can't relate was pretty interesting though, as it almost like it was a little bit of trash talk amongst league mates. That's something I'd say to my buddy.
Hey, maybe he's got Bijan and Gibbs. He's proud of those running backs there. So hey, what we call Bijan and Gibbs on this channel, the Salamanca twins.
That's right, Randy and
got the Salamanca twins. So you gotta puff out your chest a little there.
Can't go wrong there. Hash Grower, by the way, has a good point. He says Canadian giving out fantasy football advice. Unsubscribed. We've been bamboozled. Can't have that. I mean, look, that's quite. I should keep it under wraps. I should say I'm. I don't know. Fan. I should say I'm from Canton, Ohio, or something like that. So I feel like
home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You must know football.
Exactly. So.
Hey, I mean they have Canadian football, right? I mean that's been a thing for a while. So
hey, I was at a game last night. So
there you go.
And hey, dude, it's so funny. I love this in CFL. So many random like NFL players come to the CFL.
Right.
So like varying ranges. Like just we're talking like Brock Osweiler. Brock. No. Who's the other?
God.
No, not Brock Osweiler. Who's the other? Paxton Lynch. But the funny thing is like these first round former quarterbacks and stuff, like they can't even start in the CFL. They're like the emergency quarterback. It's hilarious. I'm like,
how about like hitting rock bottom?
I'm like Paxton Lynch, like because he was like the undressed, inactive guy. I'm like, how is he a first round pick and he can't play in the CFL? Or be the
he can't even be the backup. He's got to be like the emergency QB3. I mean, that's pretty rough.
It is hilarious, and there's one for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, which is like I live in Winnipeg, which is like the rival to Saskatchewan. It's my dad's from there, so we're by default Saskatchewan fans. They have Marcus Fields playing. You wouldn't know who that is, but my dad and I also went to a Vikings game and witnessed him in one of his. It was literally, I think, his first game of his entire career. He got in garbage time. He was drafted by the Vikings. and he got mossed by Julio Jones. So we saw him we were seeing him get mossed in the NFL and the CFL. It's pretty funny. Yeah, there's just a bunch of like random CFL guys. Also, do you remember Lucky Jackson, who got it was the Cowboys kick returner who was actually like an electric kick returner, and he got cut from the team, because someone stole his ID and got arrested for stealing a phone charger at a gas station. That's a real story. And he never made it back to the NFL. And he's been like lighting it up as a kick returner in the CFL. And also John Ryan, former punter of the Seahawks, has started in the CFL and he ended in the CFL. So a lot of random dudes. So there's some better ones in there, but those are some ones that come to mind. It's pretty funny when you go to a game and you're like, that dude is
yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's got to be good for a laugh there. By the way, I just noticed we're up to 117 subscribers, so I think we got like 5 new ones tonight. So, dude, that's awesome. Like, thank you everyone out there for the support. Like, really appreciate it. Really helps us a lot, and yeah, definitely encourages us to keep doing these streams every Wednesday and Saturday night. So,
these have been
keep it up. Like, drop us a like. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, these have been awesome streams here. We're gonna have to keep the Saturday nights going, of course.
Yeah,
and hey, maybe looking in these Sunday check-ins if you guys need more.
Yeah, I mean, hey, whatever the people want, we're here to satisfy.
Also, I completely forgot we were doing a draft here. Like,
I know I was gonna say, like, yeah, I'm probably never gonna finish this, right?
We'll speed through that. Let's quickly just make sure we're caught up. So K-Mex said, so he said. It was all mental. Okay, yeah, Derrick Henry's having the fumbling issues. Hopefully, yeah, he's bouncing back, and hopefully just the whole Ravens team can kind of bounce back because they need to be a good team to help Derrick Henry out. So.
Oh, yeah.
So he can actually be on the field and not Justice Hill. Yeah, Gibbs and Dynasty going to be hard, but redraft? Yeah, I didn't realize Gibbs was even that disappointing. I don't even own him. So
I mean, the bar is so high. I mean, like, obviously Gibbs has been great, but I feel like, I mean, a guy where was Gibbs typically drafted? Like top 2 or 3 picks, basically.
Yeah.
Typically, like in most redraft leagues. So the expectations are pretty high there. So I mean, look up what his points per game are and like what his rank is at running back. I mean, he's been great, but like I just feel like he's been like. Not quite what you were hoping for. 100%.
Yeah. Kind of like in a Saquon way, it looks like. I mean, only one bad game though, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean he's been fine, but just compared to like Bijan, I feel like has gotten like hot lately, and like Jacobs has heated up. So yeah, if you drafted Gibbs, like you're happy, but like you're not like winning your league yet because of it. So I mean, I think the best is yet to come. So yeah, if there's a way to buy him in redraft, a little low, or maybe still paying a lot, but just the fact that he's a little more acquirable now, like maybe you can actually wrestle him away from the manager that owns him.
Yeah, and Julian says interesting question here. Yeah, starting May over Hurts, which is interesting because I mean May is the better fantasy quarterback technically right now. I mean, he's been phenomenal. He's been the better QB. I mean, in real life, like he's lighting it up. Like he is playing like top quarterback. It's translating to fantasy. What is interesting is, I mean, I don't know that matchup. Maybe they just go all gas and just try to light up the Titans. Hey, it's a revenge game for Vrabel, so maybe there's something there. Again, that Vikings-Eagles game could be a lot of fun. I mean, it's just so hard to say to sit Hurts. So I mean, you at least need Dak or May, that aren't the Lamar and the Josh Allens of the world. I'd say if you want to sit Hurts for May or Dak or Baker, I think you can do it if you got a feeling. I don't know what to do there. 4-point passing. To me, I'm probably just leaving Hurts in. If 6-point, hey, maybe I'm throwing a May in. Actually, I'm not too sure. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, May's been so good. It is hard ever to bench Hurts, though. I mean, I know, Blake, you're not like that concerned about the matchup against the Vikings. I don't have a great gut feeling about it, to be honest. So I might lean towards Drake May there. I mean, especially if it's like a 6-point per passing touchdown. If it is only 4 points per passing touchdown, I'll probably lean slightly toward Hurts. You there, Blake? You good?
Here, 1 second, my buddy just called me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, I'll catch up with the chat here while you do that. Yeah, let's see here. We got. Oh yeah, Kamek says Gibbs definitely performing like a mid round two back. I don't know if I'd go that far. I think he's been like slightly disappointing so far, but still got a lot of season to go. Then Camex adds he's definitely not in the top three league currently like he normally is. I think you maybe meant like league winners. I'm not sure, but yeah, he hasn't been quite what you were hoping for when you drafted him. But I do think better days are ahead, and he's still been pretty darn good. And then yeah, Kamek says May has a really good matchup as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just the only fear is that the Patriots just completely demolish the Titans and don't have to like throw much like in the second half. But I definitely think May should have a good game. And then let's see, we got Nate Hubber in the chat. Yo, yeah, I think I believe that's a new name. So hey, welcome to the channel. Let us know if you have any questions. We're answering the last start sits here. We're also about to be finishing up this draft where we're basically like drafting a round of like our favorite flex streamers this week. So that should be interesting. And then Julian Ramirez adds 6-point league, alluding to passing touchdowns. Yeah, if it's 6 point per passing touchdowns, yeah, I think I'm leaning toward May. I mean, I hate to ever bench Hurts. I don't know, like it's possible we regret that. But I mean, May's been awesome, so I really don't think it's that crazy. So yeah, I don't blame you for starting May there. Um, yeah, and then let's see. Julian says true. Maybe I start Hurts then. I don't think you can really go wrong either way. I mean that's that's a great conundrum right there. I mean that's two great quarterbacks. Really don't think you can go too wrong. Kamek says trading Bo Nix for Drake May after week 2 was the best decision I've ever made. Yeah, that has aged very well. So hey, nice foresight there. Great trade. Julian says another May question for another league: May or Herbert? That's interesting. I mean, Justin Herbert has definitely cooled down since his hot start. The Chargers have had the offensive line issues. Yeah, I'm gonna go Drake May there, but man, it's close. I do think that Colts Chargers game could be pretty high scoring, so maybe Herbert's due for a good game here. But May's just been on fire, so I'm gonna lean Drake May slightly there.
Oh, you're going in depth on that one, or did someone else ask that?
Oh, on May?
Yeah.
Well, it was a separate May question because it was because originally it was May versus Hurts, and then he said in another league it's May versus Herbert. But hey, I guess Julian's got his Drake May bags packed. So I mean, hey, good on him.
Yeah, come on, May over Herbert. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then let's see, we got Karush in the chat. I think that might be another new name. Correct me if I'm wrong, Blake. But he says, take the risk and start Mike Evans. Yeah, I mean, Mike Evans, is he still listed as questionable, Blake? Have you seen any updates on that?
He's like actually a game time decision too. I do think he's going to play. I mean, basically everything I've seen, I think he's going to play. He is a risky one. No one's been asking about him, so I'm a little confused about that. Right. Maybe there's some stuff to support that. Do not take my word that we'll definitely look into it. I'm just going off what I've seen. It does seem like he's gonna play, even with the game time decision tag. I feel much more confident in him playing than Igbuka.
Yeah, make sure you have like a Tez Johnson at the end of your roster, or at least make sure he's like a guy like that's on waivers that you could add at the last second and move Mike Evans to an IR slot or something like that. Mm-hmm. If you do, I'd be okay waiting for Mike Evans, but as long as it's not over someone. I don't know exactly where the line would be, but we were talking about like Chris Olave earlier. Like if it's like Chris Olave or Mike Evans, are you just starting Olave?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to again. Yeah. I'm the Olave guy though, so I know people don't.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, back to the live chat here. Let's see. Kamek says Herbert is great, but they run it so much. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think they'd run it as much as they did without Hampton, but it did seem like they ran a decent amount.
Yeah, they were up great matchup. So.
Yeah, it was the kind of the game script and the good matchup, so that was probably part of it. They probably don't run quite as much against the Colts.
By the way, I made our pick here. I'm going Mason Taylor at 103.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. Yeah, I was thinking like he needs to be pretty early pick here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then let's just catch up real quick. Oh yeah, Julian says he's a Pats fan, so yeah, that explains all the Drake May shares. Nate Huber says, "Who would you start this week, Rashee Rice or Pickens?" I have Rashee Rice in my lineup right now just because CD is back. Any thoughts, Blake?
I mean, my question is how do you get them both in your lineup?
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be someone else you can bench. Let us know what the rest of your lineup is.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean if I have to pick. Wow, that's a really tough one because Pickens has been amazing. But Rice, Rice could be like Pickens. I mean, he could be George Pickens.
I'll lean Rice slightly, but don't think you can really go wrong there.
Yeah, I mean that's what I lean to. I'm just questioning like, can Pickens just also? I think he can continue to be awesome even with Lamb back. Obviously, he'll overall come down, but. I don't know. I would go Rice personally. I just don't want to be like too overconfident on that one with how good Pickens has been. I'd say yeah. Oh, he said other two receivers are Nico Collins and Jamar Chase. Honestly, I would rather before benching Rashee Rice, I would rather bench Collins for him as much as I love Collins. So I think my real question would be Pickens or Nico Collins, and that's very close. Again, I think that could be a really lame game, that Seattle-Houston one. A couple good defenses, so I think anything Cowboys is awesome. I think I might even go Pickens over there just for this week, see what happens.
I agree. I'm going George Pickens over Nico Collins.
And I love Nico Collins. I absolutely love Nico Collins. So I think that's a lot. But look, if you don't feel too confident in that one, if you think Nico's auto start, by all means, it's really hard to start or to sit Nico Collins, of course. So.
And then we have Jacob Ander asking Otten, Mayer, or Taylor at tight end, full PPR. Yeah, we were just talking about Mason Taylor here. I mean, he's our third favorite flex streamer on the week. Yeah, and actually Otten and Mayer are also in this kind of pool of players that we're drafting from. So it sounds like we're both going Mason Taylor, Blake. I mean, he should get all the targets he wants this week. I mean, he's going to be the number one pass catcher for Justin Fields pretty easily. We've seen a high ceiling from Mason Taylor already, so I like him this week.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Mayer is extremely strong as well, so I do think it's very, very tough between those two. And again, Cade Otton also, again, with maybe missing some receivers. I prefer those other two over Cade Otton still. Just the opportunity's awesome. They're actually coming off of recently good games. Cade Otton still has yet to actually have a good game this season, though we know he's done it in the past.
I mean, he was solid last week.
Yeah, he was I think he had 12 or something PPR points. But hey, Mayer was the tight end too, and Mason Taylor had a couple really awesome games. And now we get the Garrett Wilson missing, so I just prefer them over Otton for that reason.
Yeah. Also, Kamek says, I don't start Evans this week. His snap share would be so low. I don't know. I mean, I would think if Evans plays, he'd be playing a full snap share, but I mean, who knows? I mean, that does happen sometimes, kind of easing the guy back in, but I kind of feel like, with Evans, they're probably not going to bring him back until he's fully healthy. So I feel like if he's out there, you can probably trust him, but hey, you never know.
I trust it unless I have a very obvious thing to play, but it's always possible, right? It's really hard. I mean, who knows if he's exactly even playing still? So I definitely want more information there.
Go ahead.
Rosh just said, kind of following up his risk with Mike Evans. He said he has Keenan Allen and Tony Pollard. He could start instead. Tony Pollard, we're not doing that. Again, Keenan Allen still feels a good play. I mean, he could be back. Look, if Mike Evans is truly a game time decision, if we know that by the time you have to start Keenan Allen, I'm fine with starting Keenan Allen before. But if it sounds like Mike Evans is going, I want a piece of that. I want, the wide receiver one in that Bucs game. I'll take the risk. That.
And there was a funny comment from here from Jacob here saying, "Dude's playing in a two-team league."
That's right. Hey, sit Nico Collins is It's a good decision to be having a pick from there. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's a compliment. I mean, that means that you got a loaded lineup. So, but yeah, that's pretty funny comment, Jacob. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and then this is
But yeah, Nate clarifies, it's a 10-team league. So hey, kudos to you, Nate. You drafted a heck of a team then.
Yeah, literally, if you're in redraft sitting Nico Collins, that's the dream.
Yeah, you're doing pretty well. And then here, do any other questions, or do we want to finish this draft here?
Yeah, you focus on your 104. I can
okay.
Keep going over the chat here.
Oh yeah, and we'll try to kind of go rapid fire through this because I got to get off soon. Like I'm ready to pass out. It's like 2:15 a.m. here. We've been going for a while. But yeah, just real quickly, I'll just kind of go with my gut instinct here. Yeah, we're looking at a pretty big pool of flex streamers here. Yeah, so I'd be considering guys like probably like Otten, Michael Mayer, Vidal. You know, I'm gonna go Vidal.
Okay.
I mean, I just feel like, it was a huge game last week. I mean, there's got to be at least a chance that he's just better than Haskins. That he's going to be the hot hand again, and this is a high-scoring game. So, there's definitely some risk there. But I mean, if I'm at all desperate, like I'm pretty happy to be rolling the dice and firing up Vidal.
Yeah, that's completely fair. There's something about that situation that makes me kind of lean away from it, but.
Yeah,
if I really got to make that, I don't have him in a redraft league. If I had to be playing him, I certainly, see the appeal, of course, especially with what he did last week. I just don't know if I want to, fall. It kind of feels like I'm falling for that, just like playing all the Packers things if I put in Michael Mayer here, but I do really think he's probably just the next best player. I think I got to go Michael Mayer here. I really like him, not only as a play, but then like last week. But again this week, right? It feels like could have a safe floor. You're happy with a touchdown. I don't know. I'll have to double up on tight ends, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm going Cade Otton next. I mean, I feel pretty good about him. I feel like one of Evans or Ibuka are going to be out. My money's on Ibuka. And yeah, if Otton's like the second pass catcher in this offense, like I think he'll have a pretty nice game. 2
weeks in a row of double-digit points there for Otton. Maybe he gets in the end zone, or I don't think he's been in the end zone.
Yeah, I feel like he's due for a touchdown. Like, I mean, who knows? Like, he could always have like a random like 2-touchdown game. I mean, this is gonna be high scoring. I feel like tight ends tend to do well against the Lions, just like historically. Been a fan for a long time, so I like Otton quite a bit this week.
I have a really tough decision. I think these other ones are really, really tough. I'm going to go Alec Ayamander here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. There's a couple other, especially one guy that I would be really tempted to play over him, but I'd have to go Ayamander first.
Yeah. See, I'm looking over the options here. And let's see, we got like Van Jefferson, Aronde Gadsden, Tajay Spears, Boutte. You know what? I'm going to go with just like a gut feeling here. I just want like pieces of this game. He's unproven. It's a risky pick, but oh wait, I've seen another player now that maybe. Okay, Blake, I think I know the player you're going to say. I'm gonna steal your pick. Mm-hmm. Let's go with Tutu Atwell here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't actually know exactly the play between them. I was picking between those guys, and I'm going to put Whittington right beside him. Simply because I think these guys should be back to back. Just given I don't know who. Like I think Tutu Atwell. Yeah, he did randomly have a good week. He had 9.2. Yeah, I mean, I guess I mean, honestly, look, just off what we've seen, hey, good enough to put Tutu, maybe a slight edge from him. I do think Whittington with a game of preparation and Puka being out though has a real chance to actually just very clearly be ahead of like Tutu and like just who you want to start.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
I just don't have like very clear evidence on that. We haven't seen too much. I just know off last year though.
Yeah.
Whittington was like when he very early in the season. Yeah, like he hurt his shoulder at the end of this game, making a nice catch.
Yeah, he was kind of like the Puka handcuff, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was kind of like a Puka handcuff. The way they used him is really similar. So like,
is this another like kind of leapfrog situation, but at wide receiver? Like you could talk me into it, so I can't say I have like a strong conviction about like Tutu over Whittington. So it's probably like fitting that they're back to back here. I could be, convinced to go the other way, but yeah, we'll stick with what we picked there.
Gotcha. Yeah. Pick your poison on that
Yeah,
one.
with my next pick, I'm going to go with the guy I was about to pick, but then pivoted at the last moment away from. Going with Tez Johnson here. Just a gut feeling. I feel like the Lions historically struggle with these kind of like really like quick, shifty wide receivers. I just have a feeling like he's going to give the Lions fits. Like he's probably going to have like his like breakout game. And I know he hasn't like gotten the volume yet. He's unproven. He just had like the one, huge, insane catch last week. I could see him getting some better volume here. I could see him having like, 5-6 catches. I think there's gonna be a lot of throwing in this game, and just being a Lions fan, like if Tez Johnson's gonna ever be anything at all and have like some kind of like breakout game where he puts himself on the map, it's just gonna be against the Detroit Lions. That's just what always happens. So.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll add Michael Carter in there. I mean, especially in Dynasty, we're running into some trouble with Cardinal back injuries and stuff. I'm actually just firing up Carter, and I'm firing him up over Bam Knight, even though they're very close, obviously.
I like it. And then the last pick here at the 112. Gosh, I mean, could Mooney finally do something?
Man, there is a guy I've completely overlooked. I'll shout him out here just in case you want to pick him. I think he could easily go ahead of Tez Johnson and Michael Carter. Is Tajay Spears? I completely forgot about him.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good game script. It's for the same reasons we don't want to play Pollard. Might be the same reasons you can consider playing Tajay Spears. I don't know if he's the best guy in your opinion, but
yeah, it's probably between like Spears, Gadsden. I mean, even like Van Jefferson, I don't hate, even though I know it sounds like so gross. I could just have like another good game here just from like sheer opportunity. Even like Alec Pierce is kind of sneaky with like Josh Downs out, the high scoring game. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the toughest pick here. I really don't have like a strong feeling, but if this is a real league, like I'm trying to think like which player I would actually start. I think the tie has to go to gotta go with my boy Rondé Gaston. I just love him too much. Gotta give him a little shout out here. I mean, I don't feel amazing with like QJ being back, and we've yet to see like 2 good games in a row from Gaston. So far from a sure thing. Maybe a sucker's bet trying to chase the points from last week, but I just think this guy's trending up. I think they're going to use him more and more. It sucks that the Chargers just have so many great weapons. So, gosh, I don't know, but I think it's a high-scoring game.
Let me change my guy to Spears then. We need to have Spears in here.
Okay.
I can't let him go undrafted here. And
all right, fair enough.
A legitimate guy that people might actually be playing. I would definitely be trying to get him.
Yeah, I hope you're right. Start him in a league because I'm desperate at RB2 in a dynasty league that I'm co-managing with Randy. So there you go. Those are our 12 favorite streamers for the week. So lock it in. Hope this ages well.
Hope Bourne's the 101 back-to-back.
Right?
Last week.
We're hoping lightning strikes 3 times now, so he's got to have 142 yards again for 3 weeks in a row. Like, come on, like.
Yeah, it's just so hard to. I mean, he's in the exact same situation. It is a tough matchup, but come on, best friends with Mac Jones.
The only thing different is Kittle coming back, which could hurt him a little bit, but. I don't think it's the end of the world. He should still be like the second target in the offense. I mean, I think Jennings is going to be like nothing with all those injuries he's trying to play through. So, I do think Bourne can still have like really good production for you here.
Let's catch up on chat here. Then maybe we're going to wrap it then, it sounds like.
I definitely got to hit the stack soon. So, I mean, you're always welcome to go solo, Blake, but I got to get out of here in the next few minutes.
No, I'm good with that. Be warned. Leave your last questions in here, and we'll get through them. And KMX is saying Taylor could have a good week. KMX is saying Reynolds is a good desperation play. Yeah, you know what? One of those guys are probably a good desperation play. My issue is I don't know which one.
Right.
Lazard. Hey, if Aaron Rodgers was there, it'd probably be Lazard. I don't know enough about the Jets to. I mean, heck, it could be Tyler Johnson. So.
Yeah, I've been adding a couple Lazard shares in Dynasty. Just I feel like there's been like some speculation that he gets like cut or like traded to the Steelers. And Rodgers just went off on Thursday, throwing all those touchdowns to the tight ends. Like he loves throwing touchdowns to Lazard. So.
Yeah. Exactly. So I mean, if I have any, I don't know, if there was
As a
any
staff,
reason
yeah, if you don't
to,
need to start him this week, I like Lazard,
yeah.
but yeah, I really hope you don't need to start one of those guys personally, because yeah, I just don't know which one it would be.
Yeah, Nate was asking about when we were talking about Pickens and stuff. Nico, he has Jake Ferguson's tight end. I don't know if that really changes much, but it is with CD. It is a valid point. So, look, yeah, I want to almost leave that one up to Nate to be like, look, dude, I don't know if you're comfortable starting Pickens with what he's done. You can do it. I don't know. Does that change anything for you with Jake Ferguson as his tight end?
I mean, it's something to consider, like in a shallow redraft league. Like, if you're only starting like 7 offensive players, like, do you want 2 of them to be Cowboys receivers with CD Lamb coming back? So I definitely get the argument, but at the end of the day, I really just want to start my best players. So unless you're a huge underdog where you need like more upside by like not having like 2 players on the same team, I'm probably just going with the best players, which I'm leaning towards Pickens.
Yeah,
But
you could risk maybe a potential Jake Ferguson down week, and then Pickens is a dude still. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. I just want to play. I just don't want to sit Pickens after what he's done. He's been phenomenal.
yeah, I'd be scared to sit either Ferguson or Pickens. So I'm just going to start both of them and hope for the best. Hope the Cowboys put up a ton of points.
Yeah, and then here's an interesting one between Fannin and Mason, who are awesome ones. By the way, we don't even have Fannin on here. Just like, see, that's one where like he's been rostered. We're not gonna put him on here, but he's just such a strong start. He's too strong to be on here.
Yeah.
But just to clarify that for anyone wondering, because we do have Mason Taylor and Michael Mayer and stuff on here.
Yeah, I mean we're basically focusing on players that have like for the most part you've gotten off waivers in like the last like couple weeks or so.
Yeah, so you want to go with Fannin there, but Mason, yeah, again, Mason could technically be better. They're really in the similar situations here. And actually, yeah, we're kind of forgetting there is the bad weather potentially. I'm not going to worry too much about it, but I'm very excited to start up both of those guys.
Yeah, again, when in doubt, play dumb. Just pretend you don't even know about the bad weather. Just be the idiot that is ignorant of it and just leaves it in his lineup and probably just fine.
Ooh, fun one here. Blurpy, welcome. Says Diggs or Dowdle full PPR.
Going Dowdle.
Yeah,
Dowdle.
That's where I go.
How can you say Dowdle? Like,
yeah,
you said Dowdle and he goes off for like 200 yards again. Like, you just feel like the biggest idiot on the planet. So going Dowdle.
We don't want you to feel like the biggest idiot on the planet.
Exactly.
So.
I'm not saying you are, but you would feel like it. I would feel like it if I bench Dowdle and he does that again. So I'm playing Dowdle.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And yeah, see you boys in the next stream. Hashtag first 100. Never forget Hash was the one to break the news.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
First 100. That's my man.
Hey, I mean, Hash is OG now. I mean, he was, he was there before we even had 100 subs. So, he's a true OG.
That's right. He's been there. Hey, maybe he's even like the first dude to be in the Discord too when we fire that one up.
Oh yeah, that would be fitting.
Yeah. So Blurpy also says, "Oh, here's the defense question. Here we go. Rams or
Go.
Browns defense? This is what we were talking about earlier, actually."
Yeah.
So,
same question.
Yeah, we were given a bunch of defenses. I chose the Browns. You chose the Rams. Are we still sticking by that?
Yeah, I really don't have a strong feeling about it. I mean, defenses are tricky, but yeah, I just worry that like I try to avoid defense in a game where I think it's going to be like a lot of running. Because I just don't think that leads to fantasy points. So I know you could argue like
I'd be careful with that though, is because you're used to your scoring on defense though.
Yeah, that's true.
So because really what you want is just to avoid point like a normal scoring that everyone else is doing. You just want you just don't want
that
points.
That's a good call because my home redraft league is weird. For defenses, like points allowed and yards allowed like don't matter. You're just trying to get like sacks and turnovers. So yeah, you might be right about that, Blake. So
yeah, these other ones like you don't want to be playing against Jacksonville's offense. You want to be playing against Miami in the wind. You know what I mean? Like you
yeah want, okay. You talked me into it. I think you're right. Let's go with the Browns.
Like you just don't like. You can't have a bad week if you don't get scored on.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You're
right. I'm too used to my own league and the weird scoring in that.
So yeah, I completely forgot about that. But when you mentioned like I was like, huh? Like you just don't want to get scored. You can't have a bad week. I mean,
fair enough.
I mean, you can have a ton of sacks, but you get lit up. It won't matter. So.
Yeah, but I mean, you still get some upside by having like the opposing offense throwing the ball.
No, sure, exactly, but you want to force them to throw the ball by, I don't know, yeah, like
I get it. You're probably right. I
like
agree.
third and long every time or something. That
Okay.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's very difficult. That sounds like such an awesome streaming one. The Browns. It feels like so.
Yeah. That should be
Uh,
solid.
yeah, I wish I could start them in a league, but I never had that choice. I've been slow on the defensive pickups, but I've been doing pretty good with the defensive pickups. And
Yeah.
streaming
Hey,
so far.
I gotta sign off here. I'm like yawning now.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to get some sleep here. This was super fun. Appreciate everyone watching. We had so many different people watching and commenting in the live chat. So
Yeah.
really appreciate everyone's support. Appreciate the likes, the new subs. Really helps us keep going. Continue doing these streams like every Wednesday and Saturday night. So we will definitely keep it going for you guys. So yeah, appreciate all the love. And we are finally going to review Whiplash on Wednesday at the end of our Wednesday stream. So that's part of our little film club. So yeah, if you're out there and you like movies, watch Whiplash. We're going to talk about it on Wednesday. Are you going to sign off too here, Blake, or did you want to answer any other questions?
So I'm going to start up, but we forgot one last one. Start Cam Johnson or Otten. That's an easy Otten. If Evans is out, yeah, don't start Cam Johnson. So,
yeah,
Otten for sure. Hey, one of our top guys in the stream. So that'll conclude stream. Yeah, thanks for everyone for tuning in, and catch us on Wednesday. Maybe a Sunday check-in stream. We'll see about that.
Yeah, no promises, but yeah, hit that notification bell so you get alerted when we go live. Follow us on X at Dynasty Savvy, and I promise I'll start tweeting more if some of you guys actually follow us there. And good luck in week 7. Go with your gut. Avoid the last minute roster changes. Just
Unless
stick with
said so.
What? Yeah, I mean, unless there's some huge breaking news, like whatever you got in there, like Sunday morning, you're probably just better off keeping it in there. Like, go with your first instincts, and when in doubt, just roll with your best players. When in doubt, ignore the matchup, ignore the weather, play dumb. And yeah, good luck. We will see you